everyone, and welcome to Misguided Souls, a Monster Heart story. I've learned my lesson about starting call half an hour before. We went from cows to penises to corn and a car crash.
We're all related, just to reiterate.
Promise that it all works out.
All right, I am Anna. I am Sanctum Cosplays. I will be your caretaker for this evening. This is our lovely crew of horny teenage monsters. Sans one large horny teenage monster boy. Bees will not be with us this evening, unfortunately, but he will be returning next month. Sans any other big issues that occur. I'm going to go around the table, have everyone introduce yourself, introduce your character, and tell everyone where we last saw your character and what your character last remembers. Because those could probably be two very different things, Meg. So why don't we start with someone who probably does remember where they are? Barty time.
Oh, everybody, I'm first. I'm Barty time. I'm playing Timothy Robble, the Cuckoo, who, the last thing that I definitely remember was us being at the hospital to apologize to the parents of the kid that Clay Raven Moonleaf, roughed up because he got physical with me first. I'm just gonna say that happened. Like, there was a series of events here. It wasn't a random kid pounding. It was, just there were steps. A logic train followed. He decided to get froggy. Clay Raven leaped. That's all that happened. I'm just saying. But I did threaten the sister of the boy who was roughed up before she got him to the hospital. So he may have suffered a little, brain injuries from blood loss. I don't know. But that's not my problem.
Okay.
Pounding. That's all I have to say.
Well, I was going to say, giving me the best segue, speaking of kid pounding, I think why don't we go with Steven, because his character did just that last time.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, everyone. Remember the sex that occurred?
Oh, I remember.
Did you say kid pounding?
Well, that's kind of what the Marquise said, so there's my transition.
Wow. Well, I guess we are all teens, so... hello, everyone. I am Steven, also known as El Deviant Devil. I play Blaine Walker, a sadistic motherfucker with a crazy click. And, last I remember is they were with Miss Meg having a good old threesome and supplying some designer drugs. And then we had to go to a hospital because somebody else fucked up.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, the Willy Wonka of our game last time. So much candy involved.
All of it.
We'll go over to the other person of this threesome who probably doesn't remember a whole lot due to just way too much candy. Meg, JV, how are you?
Hello! Hi, everyone. I'm JV. I'm feeling particularly unhinged today, and I will be playing Meg, who will also be unhinged today because that is simply how the day is going to go. When we last saw Meg, I believe we had just entered the hospital. However, what Meg recalls of this is that, well, functionally speaking, just that they're in a hospital, but that everybody is weird. Like, just everything is weird. The whole... There's purple. There's a lot of purple. There's a lot of shapes and things and conversations that sound distorted. Much like if you were talking into a fan backwards. As in, like, you are talking backwards, but into a fan? Yeah. Anyway.
Talking backwards would be a skill, though. First, that's pretty skill.
No, from Satana, from DC. She says all her spells backwards.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But then into a fan so distorted.
I was thinking Twin Peaks.
Ooh.
Backwards Twin Peaks. Sorry.
I'm not going to take that segue, though. We're going to move on to Shannon and Mab.
No, yeah, I kind of want to be having Meg's experience. I feel like I'm missing out a little bit.
You did, because you decided to go, look for this murderer or something.
Yeah, I know.
Anymore where
Trying
that
to
came from.
find- So yeah, that's all I remember. So I'm Shannon. I'm playing Mab. Mab was wandering around, really just trying to find something interesting to do and not finding it. And ended up at the hospital with this really bitchy lady who was like super grumpy. I tried to tell her like how she could improve herself. I mean, and then yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I'm just Mab's really just hanging out, thinking it'd be nice if something interesting happened.
Because, being in a hospital to apologize to a kid that one of your friends sent into a coma isn't interesting at all.
Not really. I mean, it's not seeming like it. It's just
Okay. My bad.
Thank you. Gosh, I appreciate the empathy. I'm the victim here.
Of course. And speaking of interesting, Avery, Nora, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Nora, and I'm playing Avery Roundtree, the unicorn. And last thing Avery remembers is hiding in a corner of the hospital reception room to distance themselves from these idiots. And whatever shenanigans they were up to. So, yeah.
Shenanigans indeed. Before we begin, I start once again with our warning. Monster Hearts is not a game to be viewed or played by the faint of heart. This game touches on subjects that many may find disturbing. Sex, violence, control, abuse, drugs, alcohol, homophobia, sexism, and racism. It seems as though our crew is using this as a checklist as opposed to just a warning. These are among a few topics that can be touched upon in our game. The players you see before you all know each other very well and know what lines that they can and cannot cross or touch upon in our game. I also have several safety tools that allow them to communicate directly with me if they ever find their character in a position where they are uncomfortable. You, viewers, do not have the luxury of being able to directly communicate with me, so if you ever find yourself uncomfortable with any of the things happening on the screen before you, please take a break, step away, come back a few minutes later until the scene is done. We care about your safety and your mental health and your sanity more than we care about a viewer on our stream. With that, I welcome you back to Aspen Grove. More specifically, Aspen Grove Memorial Hospital. The 5 of you stand in the... JD? Yes.
I have an unhinged suggestion.
Sure.
When we get to a stopping point, I have an unhinged suggestion.
No, I want to know it now.
Oh.
What is it now?
So, we had initially been wanting for our lovely Clay, who is not here today, naturally, or for reasons. Naturally, in that we all get it, is what I meant. Anyway, that's fine. Because Clay isn't here, someone is going to have to approach this family and most likely this child in a coma. I have a plan and a thing I would like to offer to them. I'm going to attempt to do it the best I humanly possibly can, but I would also like to allow for the scene to be finished being set. But I just wanted to state already.
And excited.
Yes.
As you all sit in various positions, be it in the corner or directly in front of the receptionist of Aspen Grove Memorial Hospital, you are all sent there by Marshall, your caretaker, to apologize to this poor boy and his family that Clay Raven Moonleaf so unceremoniously beat the ever-loving shit out of. To the point where his head was smashed against a wall and he fell unconscious. Marshall thought it would be best if you all went there, one, so Clay could have friends with him in such a hard time to be able to kind of recognize that he was wrong, but also Marshall really thought it would be good for all of you to be able to kind of see a true apology and be able to kind of, recognize and work with it. As you all stand here in this hospital having conversations with the nurse, the receptionist who's at the front, Clay is no longer with you. You've been so distracted by the conversation with the nurse that you did not see him slip out of the hospital. A few moments later, you all receive a simultaneous Snapchat on your phones. Looking down at your phones, you see the message, "I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't do it. I feel so bad for what I did, even though he was very rude to Trouble. I chickened out and ran to calm down and collect myself. And no, I'm not eating, so don't go look for me."
Hmm.
Wow.
Well,
That answers that question, I guess.
He's
Okay.
So
been
can we
upset
go home now?
about everything.
I. Okay, like, still. Ugh. There has to still be an apology, and like. Because if we go back, if we go home, that one, we will all be in deep shit, and that's just. It's just tiresome to deal with it. Am I right? Like, just being in deep shit is just tiresome. So, rather than that, I don't usually, like, take initiative. Maybe it's the pills. But I feel like taking initiative. So I will just saunter in. I will happily, like, just walk in there, just all nice and whatever. And I will, like, we can just talk to we can just talk to them and figure it out.
You got it,
Wait.
Mila.
So how much of this was out loud?
Every last bit of it.
What got into her?
Drugs. And possibly
Oh.
Blaine by the giggle.
The drugs and Lane. And just quickly marches
So-
forward. There is
Oh,
a
God.
nurse right there, right?
Oh, I can't
Yes,
wait.
there's
for
the main receptionist sitting at the desk who, as you have seen before, does not want to deal with 5 teenagers in her lobby in any way.
I say we let Meg go and do the apologizing. I agree. She's 100% right. If we do the apology, that was what we were supposed to do. We're not going to get in trouble. Everything's done. And what's the difference? The kid's in a coma anyway. So why are they going to care?
I love
Wait.
this initiative we're seeing. I'm more than happy to cede the spotlight.
I mean, who am I to
We're
get
all
in the way of
supposed to-
free will?
Aren't we all supposed to go?
Oh, yeah, we're going. This is going to be great.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Magnificent.
Lead on.
Okay.
Please.
Mm,
Wonder
I'm comfortable
Woman.
with this.
All
Avery
Right.
snaps back to Clay. You better get your ass back in here. They're gonna make fools of all of us.
To which
You
trouble that also
it all.
because like we got the apology covered. Clay, Raven, Moonleaf. Don't worry.
winky
Kisses.
face.
By all means,
I hope it was
proceed.
like clay and then the emoji of a raven and then the emoji of a moon and then the emoji of a leaf.
Oh
I live.
yes, exactly that.
And I'd like to think that's how he's saved in your phone as well.
Oh, absolutely. Because
Okay.
he's unique and special.
Correct.
These other people, meh.
So are you walking up to this nurse or are you trying to get around us some other way?
I'm just gonna walk past her very fast
Oh,
with the confidence of
A drugged
a
out
vape
teenager.
exactly with the confidence of just somebody on all the drugs and feeling confident in an absolute moment where they should not feel confident and are still altered, whatever. So
I think I'm gonna have you roll volatile just to see how fast you can get through, this guard. Also the fact that hospital doors do require like an ID key. So there is that
Oh.
issue. I like how Blaine is filming you this whole time.
We will see how this goes. Okay, so
Perfect.
so just to be clear, this is a 2d6, yes? Right?
Yep.
That is 2. Okay.
2d6.
Cool. Why am I okay?
And mechanically
Great.
speaking, this is going to be quote unquote running away because you're not, directly engaging the threat that is this nurse.
Fabulous. That is a 7.
A 7. On a 7 to 9, you do get away, but you have to choose one of the following. You run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
Okay. I would like to cause a big scene.
How
which
did I
is
know
going
that was
to
the one you
fit-
were going to choose?
That's going to fit perfectly into exactly what the plan is. It just works out very well.
Perfect. So, kind of as you walk through the doors, what is the big scene you'd like to leave or create, I guess?
Just okay. So So what I'm imagining is actually wait, hold on. The other one was one of the other ones enter something worse or encounter
Something worse happens. Yeah, you run into something worse.
Okay. Arguably running into a family who
That would
does
honestly
not like
be
you
something worse.
is worse. So pushing past them, there is all like pushing past them, the nurse is like, oh fuck, this is bad. I could lose my job for this.
Correct.
So naturally is following, cannot stop me because she's
You're
old.
a high teenager.
Because she's old, I'm high, and I'm 16, whatever. So pushes past, breaks in, and just immediately starts going into the apology, which begins. Okay, like, I am super sorry that my friend and, like, housemate and, like, one of my favorite people ever, whatever, absolutely, like, put your child in a coma. And because he put your child in a coma, in fairness, because your child is a piece of shit, I will now bring him out of this coma. I am going to hex him out of this coma. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. I would ask for permission, but, well, y'all probably, like, aren't thinking as clearly as I am right now, because I've, like, never seen things more clear in my entire life. Like, the whole universe, like, makes sense to me right now for, like, various reasons. Honestly, pills are really great. Anyway, whatever.
You're welcome.
And launches into staring at this child and chanting.
Okay.
And
Thanks, I
hex
hate it.
casting. Now, I actually want this to go like the chaos of this is that I do kind of want this to go poorly. The
course.
chaos of my brain wants this to go terribly badly. But also, like, would be fine if I, like, actually save this kid, like, whatever.
What hex are you casting on this child?
So, okay. A question about that.
Yeah.
Where are, like, I printed out the things. Where
Mhm.
are the hexes? Are they, like, listed somewhere?
Yeah, they're
There's
listed
a
right
list of
next to
them?
witch moves.
Okay. Which moves? Okay. Great.
There's hexes, and you choose 2, and you only have those 2 until you can gain more hexes.
So we know you have
Right.
illusions because you.
Yeah, you've already used illusions on
Illusions?
Blaine, so you have
Yes.
to. You choose one more that you have.
So, like, okay. With these as things that exist,
Yes.
and this list of them as they are right here.
You mean that they're all negative in the fact that hexes are supposed to be bad? That thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
could one argue that if you do wither backwards, or more accurately, that wither, when done in reverse, would unwither somebody? Maybe. Possibly? This is the logic that she's using. Functionally speaking, it's wither. Functionally speaking, it is wither. I am hoping that she doesn't kill this child, but like, we'll see.
I'm gonna let you do it, and we'll see
Okay.
what you roll. And we might rule of cool the fact that this hex can be done in reverse. But I'm just gonna let you do wither.
We'll see. What? Okay. What would the? Is this just?
You
Dark.
roll with dark.
Yeah.
I rolled dark. Oh, that's good. All right, great, good.
It's going
Mm.
on. How we're like 10 minutes into game.
11.
11. Okay. On a 10 and up, the hex works and can be easily reversed. I don't know why you would want to reverse anti-wither. But since you did roll so high, I am going to rule of cool the fact wither can be done in reverse and help someone. Because I think that's ingenious. As you kind of push in all the power of a 16-year-old hyped up on whatever drugs you're on, the, drug cocktail that you are on, you push past nurses, past doctors, past techs, and kind of do this every ER room that you're going by, you're like looking in and looking in and looking in. You're going by like 10, 20, 30 ER rooms. Again, nothing can stop you. You have the power of piss, vinegar, and drugs in your system right now, going straight towards this room. You see a small kind of room towards the back, recognizing very quickly a mother and a father standing outside of the room, looking very tired and forlorn, and you see what looks to be a young boy in a coma, kind of getting a nod from trouble with the fact you now know that this is the child you were looking for. You walk in, say your spiel to the parents, who are insanely dumbfounded and don't really know how to speak at that point, because they're like, who is this crazy bitch coming in, being like, don't worry, I can cure him? Don't worry. And you begin hallelujah. You begin to cast Wither backwards. You watch as this kind of magic coalesces around the child. The heart monitors begin to beep very rapidly, the heart rate increasing intensely, and there's this heavy gasp. His eyes open up immediately, and he juts upwards, terrified, and now out of a coma. The other four of you now see and hear security officers all beginning to come grab the individuals who definitely shouldn't be in the ER right now.
I'm sorry, my friend's weird. We gotta go. Bye.
We're sorry about beating up. Bye.
Sorry, and you're welcome. Whoop.
That was really cool. Blaine, can I have some of the drugs that make up?
Stage left.
Don't you worry.
Thanks.
Todd, Veronica, Chad, Meg, it's time to go.
Can I have each and every one of you roll to run away?
Oh, dang it. This is not what I'm
Can't
good
we
at.
gently saunter in a sachet or something? We want to sachet
I mean, you
away.
can, but you're gonna get caught if you wish to sachet away. 5 for trouble.
All right. Fuck.
So we're just
It's
rolling.
Fuck? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I do believe that because this is with which one is it again?
Volatile.
Okay, so this is an 11. I rolled an 11. I don't understand what the hell is happening.
Magic. Drugged out girl magic is what's happening.
This dice roll.
Can you
up in
remind
here,
me what we roll? So to do volatile
2d6.
or whatever, 2d6 and then minus or add.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
we've
That's
got
a long time.
So did... Oh, wait, no.
10.
Oh, wait, did
But
you
I'm not gonna
fail?
break everybody out of jail.
Yeah, Avery failed.
Avery failed.
Blaine, did you fail?
I failed, I got 6.
Well, you should change your name off of Dallas Dice Roller, Blaine.
I just did. Don't
Okay,
worry.
good.
Why not?
So we have 3 failures and 2
Dallas.
successes. Mab and Meg, you both manage to slip back into a crowd and then or like slip back behind like the nurse's station and get the fuck out. We'll start with Trouble. Trouble, as you get ready to exit stage left, you turn and come face to pecs with a very large security officer. He kind of, you're like, actually, this is super funny. Looks kind of down at you. You're one of those freak kids, aren't you?
Sir, how dare you? I have just brought forth a miracle. A child has been brought out of a coma. If that is a crime, please take me away, officer. But that child is awake, and I think the Lord is on our side here. Jesus hath come down and blessed this hospital. Why are you stopping the Lord?
You're trespassing. And he like grabs you by your wrist as you're like, take me away. Just hands over the wrist and just unceremoniously begins to drag you as you're preaching about Jesus and hallelujah.
And I follow the Lord's path. He brought me forth into this hospital to bring his blessing upon you all. This is a crime against his greatness.
Was Jesus trespassing? I think the fuck not. Anyway, I don't know. There's just fine.
God is welcome, so am I.
Very small security office room, soon to be followed by both Avery, who I would like to believe probably goes pretty quietly, as opposed to preaching Jesus.
Yeah, very quietly. In fact, sweating bullets and just panicking.
You, as you are preaching and thrown into this small security room, are followed very quickly by a very quiet Avery. The door is slammed behind you. Blaine, you and your 3 cronies all are taken away as well. There are 6 of you crammed in this tiny, 5 by 5 room. It is locked. You can hear the padlock on the outside being locked, and you see that large, imposing man that stopped Trouble stand right by the door. You can hear kind of the muffled conversation of a phone call, probably to Marshall, outside that door. Mab and Meg, you have made it outside the hospital, but recognize your friends are not with you.
Oh my god. That was so much fun! But also, do we have to break them out of prison?
So I was just thinking about that. I don't know. I have not been arrested at a hospital. I'm not sure if you go to hospital jail or regular jail, or they'll probably just call Marshall. But really, isn't this all Marshall's fault anyway? He's the one who made us come here, so I don't see how anybody's gonna get in trouble for Marshall's mistakes.
Marshall's bitch ass did send us here. That is true. That is true and correct.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't come along, which honestly was a mistake. A mistake on his part.
Unsupervised? Okay. I mean, really, in a hospital, we could have been traumatized.
But also, was it a mistake? Because I personally think that was wildly successful. We did that.
You did that. Know. That was amazing.
Right? Oh my god, yes.
You should do drugs more often.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Indeed. Should we just go home and get stoned or something? Or should we go in and try to help our friends? Or what are you vibing right now?
Should we wait for a bit?
Out here?
Yeah. It's if they have to go to real people jail, this is the entrance and exit. So
okay. Well, we could just hang out here.
Mm-hmm. If we wait here, they'll have to leave at some point. Or alternatively, Marshall will have to come through and we'll just we'll figure it out from there.
Okay. I like this plan. Let's just have a sit and wait.
Yes.
Do you have any more of those pills Blaine gave you on you, by the way?
Meg is going to check the tit pocket and just see if there's anything there. Was I granted any any additional? Do I have a blunt? Do I have a blunt?
Blaine, did you grant any additional candy
Uh-huh.
during this? Okay.
As a matter of fact, as soon as we got done bumping uglies, you became part of my clique, and I put a little baggie of wonderful surprises in your pocket.
Fabulous. I've got this and like weirdly a Pink Floyd album. Let's go.
You know Steven very well, actually.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Get
Okay.
ready.
Red for milk.
Wow. Holy shit.
Anyways, fabulous. Okay, let's wait. Spark her up. Chomp them down. I don't even know what's in there, but give them to me.
Spark it up and chop them down.
These two are having a good old sit and drug outside of the hospital.
Being girls. It's fine.
Having girl time.
Gals. Is there a camera in this room?
Yes.
Do I see oh, son of a bitch. Is there like a spot where like if you're like underneath you have like the blind spot of the camera?
Sure.
Avery's
Okay.
in that spot.
Okay, so I turn to Blaine and I'm like, can you send her out there to like try and, you know, seduce the guard so we can get the hell out of here? Or should I
Sure.
do it? Not I'm talking about your minion.
Mm-hmm, of course. Veronica, darling, how do you feel like being a little sexy?
Veronica undoes like the button on her button-down shirt to where there is significantly more cleavage, and knocks on the door.
Hikes the ladies up.
Exactly, the primp, and knocks on the door.
Go get him, goddess. Slap her ass.
Under the guise of like, I need to go to the bathroom, and goes outside.
Guess we wait now.
You quickly see the large figure that was in front of the door has moved away.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, thank God she could be useful
No.
for something.
Go and check the door. Is it locked?
Is it locked?
Windows?
Okay.
Arnon, you're in like a 5x5 closet. Well, it's not a closet. It is like a security hold until the actual police can arrive.
Dad, pull up the diagram of this floor plan. Let me know how we can get out of here.
Work.
Other question: Is this
Fucking
a
nerd.
is this a door that goes out, or
Yes.
a door that goes in? Okay, out from us. Great.
Yes.
Looking at this group of kind of weaklings, I'm just like, I need help breaking open the door. So someone.
I mean, to
Help
be
me
fair, I don't think. What's his. Is Todd buff? I thought Todd was pretty buff.
Oh, great, Todd, please.
My
Door,
muscles.
Apply pressure, please.
Can we just wait
Or
for them
for
to
what?
let us out, like
The
the proper
police?
way? I'm sure Marshall will come here and explain everything. And
oh,
then we
the
can go
dumbass
home.
Marshall, because he's done
I'm
so
sorry.
good today,
Hold
hasn't
on.
he?
Look, I'm not disagreeing that he's a dumbass, but like we're gonna get in more trouble.
I'm more concerned about the fact that we were like a part of, I don't know, a seance, like magic. Literally, she said she spoke in tongues at that boy, and he popped up, and Blaine has it recorded. I think there's a whole lot we don't want to be here for.
That is true. I don't think Meg has let anyone know that she's a witch yet.
Let's just say
well,
there are things about me that I don't want to be found out by, officials questioning me and where I've been, so maybe we should leave. I don't know about you, Blaine. You seem like the kind of person who has illegal secrets. Or
Oh,
illicit ones.
I just roll with the knocks. And then Blaine actually rolls his eyes back in his head, and all of the lights begin to flicker in the place until they go out.
Why don't you roll dark to make sure that can happen?
Will do.
Yes, work. Ooh.
Ooh.
6 plus 7. Oh, thank the Lord.
7. Partial success. So I'm going to say you succeeded, but at a cost. As you roll your eyes, first off, back into your head, again, probably something...
I'm sorry, it's a 10.
Yeah,
I was looking at the wrong
say.
number. 10.
Jesus.
I'm
Those are
like,
two very different things in this game. Your eyes begin to roll back in your head. The lights begin to flicker. You do, however, remember you are in a hospital with backup generators. So though the power is out for a minute or two, lights do come back on.
I only need the distraction.
Okay.
Just a minute.
What?
Todd, apply
Oh
pressure.
my god. Oh my
Go,
god.
Todd.
This is also magic? Like this is gonna be on the security camera? Are you guys not?
Honey, do you want to go to prison? Do you want CIA if it
No?
was a question you... Then why don't we just get out of here and question it later?
All we're doing is slipping out of the hospital.
Yeah,
You're
but
acting like
if
we're
the
committing
CIA is coming
felonies.
after us, then how is Marshall going to protect us?
We obviously come up with a stone-tie alibi. There's a bunch of us. Come on now, get it together.
Here, I'll make it better for you. Chad, hack into their system and delete the security footage. Let's go.
Look, Nerd has it.
Chad, on his Palm Pilot kind of version, is
iPad?
no, but it's smaller. Like it's like
Okay,
an
yeah.
iPhone. It's like one of the larger iPhones.
Mini.
And he's like, as you're like doing it, he was in the middle of pulling up the blueprints, and you just see a pause, and then just he was in the middle of it, and you stopped him.
Next step.
Todd, as you know, Todd's not the brightest. So though the power is out and the door is unlocked now, you have told Todd to apply pressure. So he fully shoulders the door, which whips wide open because there's no lock now, and creates a very large bang as the door hits the wall.
Good fucking job. We're out.
We're gonna try this again.
And out you go. I'm gonna have you, since you created the distraction and all that, I'm not gonna have you guys run away again. You can make it outside.
Does Avery go or stay, though?
That is a good question. Does Avery go or stay?
I think to go, Avery would have to keep their cool.
Okay, well, I'm sure I'll keep it cool.
Oh shit. Why am I so nervous?
I know.
That is a 6.
Ooh.
So Avery stays.
Yeah, they have
But-
left. Yeah.
But that gives me 5 experience. So I'm going to
Level
take
up.
the ghost move limitless. So what happens instead is Avery waits and those two leave. And then Avery just is so nervous that they phase through the back wall of the office.
Go ahead, bitch.
Okay, so you just
Word?
totally freaked the fuck out and pulled a Homer Simpson?
Yes,
Yeah.
Where he just
but through a wall.
But through a wall.
Yeah.
Oh my god, iconic. Iconic.
Avery, this is new. This is scary. You're inside of a wall now, but it's not hurting you. Also, it's not a wall because you can go through it. What has happened?
Avery continues freaking out and keeps just going backwards through all of the walls until they're outside on a completely different side of the building.
You're down the back of the hospital.
Yeah.
You're in the back of the hospital, the staff parking lot.
Yeah, yeah, and then they just sit down on one of those the concrete car stops and just hyperventilates.
Blaine and your 2 lackeys, as well as Trouble, you make it outside the front of the hospital. Meg and Mab, you've seen the hospital momentarily lose power. It does return right as Blaine and Trouble are walking out.
Just shrug and pass the joint back.
I knew
I-
that would come out. Yes.
I turn to Chad and Todd, and I just roll off the charm because I am so enamored at the fact that the 2 of them have aided in my egress from this terrible situation. They are kings to be praised.
Oh, that might not sit well with Blaine. Blaine, how do you take your lackeys being praised and given some form of self-esteem?
You see Blaine give you a bit of a glare, and then all of a sudden it's like a light bulb. And he has them move closer and get a little cozy with you.
You are now in between a Todd Chad sandwich.
Oh, lovely.
A few moments pass, and your 3rd lackey returns. Veronica, retucking in her shirt, buttoning up her blouse. Her hair is a mess. But she looks
Flawless.
so unenthused. Obviously, this was just this was sheer business to her in every way, shape, and form. And she returns right to your side and just goes, Done.
Not your best rodeo. So my first fail that we got staying in there, that gave me, I believe, many bodies. So now that guard she had sex with is part of my gang.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
You leveled up.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
That's
You now
right.
have many
Oh,
bodies.
that's right.
What's that person's name?
Nora, what's that person's name?
Samson.
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 Samson belongs
he
to me.
he wears one of those very low man buns.
Ew. Cut that off.
Get rid of it.
Steven, calm down about a man's hair. Jesus Christ.
Okay. You now have Samson, the hospital security guard in your clique.
Quick question too. I also have indoctrinated Meg into my group. How long does that last?
Until
the
she
condition's
does
gone.
something. Yeah, until she does something to act exactly against that condition. So she has to basically stand up to you and tell you no when you tell her to do something.
And I was looking over one more thing just to get it out of the way.
Yes.
When Meg performed her little illusion on me and made me hallucinate, that was kind of a betrayal, don't you think?
Yes, but she wasn't part of your clique then, so I don't necessarily
Not
know
yet.
how
This-
well
this
you
is
knew
actually-
each other.
This is end your
Mhm.
enemies closer, so anybody who betrays me, I get a string on them.
Ooh,
I don't
word.
necessarily
Okay.
know if it was a betrayal. I don't know how well
Okay.
you guys felt about
That's
how much
why I wanted
you
your input.
enjoyed each other before. If JV says that Meg did enjoy you before, and it was a betrayal, then yes. You didn't really seem to like him at breakfast, so
You
that
did
was
not.
kind of my thought.
Yeah.
It's true.
I'm gonna guess probably not.
Now we're like this.
Yeah. Exactly. Though that does lead me to a thing, which is we did have sex, which means I do have another token.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've
you did
taken
take
another
something.
token.
I
But
don't
this
remember what it
time
was.
it's fine.
Yeah. I don't
Was it a
remember
lock
what
of
it
your
was. I know
hair?
you named it. Oh yeah, it was his hair.
Oh,
Cut
was
off a
that
little bit of
it?
his
Yeah,
hair.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For whatever
Look
reason.
at me having not written anything down on this little list. This
It's okay.
was
I have a lot of things written down on my little piece of paper. I have everyone's conditions ready at the
There you
wedding.
go. All right, so you are all now outside of the hospital. Sans and Avery.
Well, Avery doesn't know how to get their way back, so can we all leave, please?
You left Avery?
Avery chose to stay.
Yeah,
There is a complete difference.
she-
Avery is a big person.
They stayed.
So, right. Okay.
What were we supposed to do? We gave every way out.
Did you?
We told them that they should come with us. They chose to stay.
Okay.
Moral high ground, doing the
wasn't
right
there.
thing, all that bullshit.
Okay, now I know you're lying.
Anyway,
Well,
Moral high
Avery's
ground.
kind of like that.
can we just get
Yeah,
up
but
and
Blaine
move?
said moral high ground. He's literally the devil.
I think
son-
he meant Avery
son
was
of
the
the
moral high
devil.
ground for staying.
Avery. Okay. I'm on drugs. What can I say?
So, can we all go, please? Are you two
Yeah.
juggies hungry? Like, what are we doing?
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh, bitch, I could murder some nachos. Girl, ooh.
Well, we can't go to the diner right now because that's where Clay Raven Moonleaf roughed up that kid.
There's gotta be a Chili's open somewhere.
I mean, Applebee's. This is
Applebee's?
suburban America. This is
Yeah.
I was gonna say, does this town have a This town don't have a. This town is not cool enough for a Chili's.
this is Applebee's territory.
Applebee's? Okay.
This is an Applebee's kind of situation.
Not sponsored by Applebee's, but we will be. We can.
Don't wait. Would they sponsor us? We did just kind of say they weren't. Like we said, Chili's was better than them.
Okay. There's
Whatever, same.
We can change our mind after we're sponsored. Okay.
Exactly. Okay, first
Same
of all,
parent
Chili's was for
company.
people who are, a little less not suburbanite, waspy people, and that's where we are, suburbanite, waspy people.
Applebee's has better drinks. We
Where-
all know this is true.
And where I'm from, actually, the Applebee's is kind of the waspy place to go. It's the
Yeah.
nicer chain.
I know what I'm doing. I know selling merchandise right here, baby. I'm here for you all day, Applebee's. Come on.
Someone reach
Come
out to
on.
Applebee's.
I look good in an Applebee's shirt.
Ribs.
Yes.
So you're making your way to Applebee's.
Chili's.
Taking
I
over
know.
downtown, walking fast.
As the four of you, plus Blaine's 3 click, are making your way to Applebee's, you see a very familiar black sedan speed past you all on the way to the hospital.
Oh, was that
Ooh.
Marshall?
Marshall is livid. Did you see how high he was breaking that speed limit?
Did you
Ooh.
get
Oh my
video
God.
of that, Blaine? Because that's good blackmail.
Obviously.
20 is
Oh.
20.
Oh my God. Do we think? Did he see us? Did he see us just now?
He didn't turn around or flip a bitch, did he? Did he?
Do we care?
Flip a bitch? What?
Wait, what?
Because
a bitch.
he turns around.
Turns
If
around.
he
Yeah.
saw us and
You
turned
turn.
around, we have to hide.
Dude,
Oh, there are two of the five. No, two of the 1, 2, 6 of us. 7 of us are high, so we definitely need to hide if he does turn around. Well, at least y'all two do.
Ma'am? High or low?
Oh, damn.
What?
did you say
Say
Matt?
hi? Yeah, ma'am, high or low?
Oh my. Hi. Because I am.
Yes.
He didn't turn around.
Ha
Hallelujah. Okay.
What an idiot.
He's so precious.
Something like that.
He tries.
To Applebee's, quick. Well, actually, what
Applebee's.
time is it? Because we do have
Uh,
curfew, and I don't want to be in.
I'm gonna say it's probably like, 7-ish p.m. at this point.
And
You haven't been 9 is your
No,
curfew.
that's right.
It was supposed to be 7, but it was talked out of it. 9.
9 o'clock. So we're all gonna go sit at Applebee's.
Yeah,
and
we've got
been
time.
here.
While
That's
the
enough
4
time.
of these degenerates go to Applebee's, Avery, where are you going?
Say, I want to, on my way, I'm going to text Avery and just say,
Okay.
like, get nachos at Applebee's.
I don't know why that text is sending me.
Mab, it registers as read, but there's no reply.
Typical.
And then Avery is texting Quentin, and they're saying, "Quentin, I just phased through a wall. What the hell?"
And you just get the, texting ... and then it goes away. And then the response ... and then it goes away. And this is like that for 2-3 minutes until you just get, what? W-A-T.
And then Avery just gets up and just starts walking towards Quentin's house, and just says, "I'm walking to you. I was at the hospital. I'm
then
not
just-
hurt."
Okay, I was at the hospital, you get 7 question marks, and then I'm not hurt, and then, okay.
I live.
It was Marshall's idea. Send.
More question marks.
It's a text chain.
I'd tell you the whole thing when I get there.
I'm just gonna K. Applebee squad. Are you literally just getting nachos at Applebee's, or are you planning to do some dumb shit at Applebee's?
I am going to do some dumb shit personally, but I do want to know if the rest of the team is in on this. We naturally don't have IDs, I'm presuming, or if we do, exactly. Or if they existed, they were state IDs and don't really count or whatever.
You have your IDs from the home. That's not gonna get you anything.
I know.
Not even a
But it is
discount?
small
Wow.
and ID shape.
They're actually gonna make you pay double at this point. You show those IDs.
I would like to wonder, though, if we do have perhaps fake IDs, given the folks
Okay.
that we are.
I don't.
I feel like I would.
If it's the kind of folk that you would. I feel like Blaine would.
I do.
Well, I hang out with Blaine a lot.
True,
I
you
feel
do.
like Chad makes them. Chad
Yeah.
probably makes fake IDs.
I got one
Mhm.
for my birthday.
Happy birthday. Here's a fake
I
ID.
want
They're made, guys. I apologize.
one of them all margaritas. That's perfect alongside the nachos. I don't know if anybody else wants one, and if they do, I don't know how we are pulling this con, but how we pulling this con, fam? How's this happening?
Is someone getting off of work at the moment?
Sure.
Bitch.
I turn to Blaine and I'm like, can I borrow Todd for a moment?
Have at it.
Me and Todd.
Todd gives you this weird look of like separation anxiety, like a sad puppy when you leave the home. That's the look Todd has given Blaine.
I put my arm through Todd's arm and I'm just like comforting this poor baby who is
You'll
being
be
separated
okay, baby.
from the baby bird being separated from mama bird for the moment. And I'm just like, it's okay. I'm not going to ask you to do anything that you can't already do. And I point at the person getting off of work and I'm like, I just need them to go to sleep for just a little bit.
Todd kind of gives you like a look and is like, and nods and just straight up cold clocks this person. Like right by they came out of Applebee's, dumpster is right there. Todd walks up so unassuming and just bam straight to the face.
Second
thank
person
you.
knocked out by our group today.
Kind of shakes off his hand a little bit.
And I look at Todd and just like, if you ever want to put that hand to more pleasurable uses, you just let me know. And I will proceed to strip this person.
This is some weird stealth mode mission thing that's happening now. Easy enough. You strip this person down by the dumpster at Applebee's.
I have a new outfit.
Who hasn't been there?
And I am going to put it on. So I strip behind the dumpster. I tell Todd, go back inside to the table and tell them to get their drink orders ready. So I will strip off all of my clothes. By the way, he, she, or they, for the person that I took their clothes from. He, cool. So you just see him taking off all of his clothes, every last strip of it, and then he starts putting it on, just like starting with the underwear, and then the pants, and like slowly Trouble's form just starts changing. I'm assuming probably a little taller, a little wider, because he's a bit of a thin, small boy, and just takes on the appearance of this person with my move that I don't actually remember the name of. But that's what I do. I put on that person's form.
Right. What are you doing with the now naked unconscious body?
I am going to put them
in the dumpster.
Yeah, put them in the dumpster. Oof.
Open up the dumpster, chuck the guy in with all of the food waste and all of that.
Straight up Hitman 47 or Saints Row kind of shit, just in the dumpster.
In the dumpster, you close it up. I assume you keep your clothes like neatly folded behind the dumpster, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I have a bag that I had Mab's outfit and Clay's outfitted in, so I just put him in there. And I go back inside, and I'm just like, oh, I forgot to do something to take care of this table over here. And I go over to all of them, and I'm just like, so, you all looking for some drinks tonight?
Read my mind. Cadillac, please.
Give me your biggest margarita.
All right.
Pitcher. I mean, I don't see why we should waste this opportunity.
That's real.
Right.
I thought that was their biggest margarita, was just a pitcher with a straw.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And I'll get the orders from the other three as well. Trouble does not partake, as Trouble is a straight-laced kid. Stardom requires sacrifice.
No,
Like
God.
rock stars.
But no, I'm a pop star celebrity. We have to appeal to the youngest demographics as well, so no drugs. White base. Anyways,
I thought you said white base. I was like, what?
That's how I heard too.
Not inaccurate. Not inaccurate.
White base.
I would have gone with it.
I love Perkins. Anyways. So yeah, I will. I say I need to see all your IDs. And I, obviously check the ID. Obviously, I know that they're not of age, but I have to go through the motion of looking so that people who might be seeing me know that I did the correct thing. So I'm like, okay, yeah, those kids are celebrating a party. Here's the drink order and their food order, which is, nachos and other apps. So, and once that's in and I get it delivered to them, I will go into the bathroom and take that outfit off and just toss it in the corner because I don't need an Applebee's uniform. This is a one-time deal, and I go back to the table and just start munching on appetizers.
Trouble has been gone for a while, guys. That was weird.
Did we know what was? I feel like probably.
Trouble, have you
knew
ever
what
told
was
anyone
going
that's what
on.
you can do?
No.
Minus Clay.
Minus Clay. Clay knows. But I'll come back to the table and I'll just be like, "Oh, looks like you all got your drinks." Some amazing
know.
acting there.
I'm pretty sure our server was nearsighted because he actually looked at our IDs.
I know. Probably just had to put on a show for anyone who might be watching.
Did you blow that man behind the dumpster? Is that what happened?
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Man, you're so smart. That's good.
And
Because,
Trouble just kind of like just wipes the corner of the mouth.
Obviously.
Because I respect that game, honey. I do. I respect that game. Well done.
And
Let's
Todd
just
was the
say-
chair.
Let's just say
Thank
we
you.
all have our own talents, don't we, Todd? And I give him a wink.
Todd kind of
Todd
just
was the
shifts a
chair.
little more uncomfortably closer to Blaine.
I don't know what the hell Todd did
I
behind the
love the top of
dumpster,
the
but
five.
he looks.
He just needs to widen his horizons a bit. It's okay. We'll get him there.
Meg,
Well-
Todd was the chair.
Todd was the chair.
I don't know. I'm sitting here like, wait, what?
He got down on all fours. The Applebee's dude sat on top of him, and the Trouble went to work.
Wow.
I get it. I'm just confused. It's fine. You know what? It's fine.
It's a mood. It's a thing that's happening.
No,
So
okay, Todd's buff enough. He didn't just he planked while it happened.
there you
Yeah.
go. He blanked.
That's Todd.
And I will
Big
just
muscly baby.
go back to Meg and then Blaine, and I'm like, so we need to talk about what the two of you just did in them hospital.
Oh, the
Excuse me.
hospital. Got it. Cool. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you did make
Um,
the lights go out, and you brought a child from a coma, so you want to
Oh.
talk about that?
Fuck. Oh my god.
I wish I could remember like a witch's name off the top of my head. Marie Laveau. There you go.
Thank
Want
you.
to talk about that, Marie
Yes.
Laveau?
Well, I can make some shit happen when we need to, and that is realistically most important part of what happened.
Do you
Okay,
have a
fine,
limit?
I'm a witch. I don't know how to say that coyly. I don't know how to be coy about it. Also, I'm now starting to be high and drunk, and I don't know how to say this other than yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, short, sweet, to the point, elegant, efficient.
Yes, bitch.
And Blaine,
Chad is just really good at what he does, aren't you, Chad?
don't you bring Chad into this. I saw your eyes roll back into the back of your head and the lights go out.
Isn't that twice
Coincidences,
today?
I assure you.
Blaine's eyeballs roll back in his
Blaine?
head a lot.
Are you
Mhm.
You are
rolling
just a
to
kid in there.
turn someone on? Are you trying to convince Trouble that he has nothing to worry about?
No, I have Todd for that when the time is right. Thank you, though, doll.
Turn someone on does not exclusively mean sex, but okay.
I know.
She's like, calm yourself.
Whoa. Well.
Well, is there any secrets you want to reveal, Mab, about yourself?
I'm an open book.
Do you have secret powers that none of us know about?
All girls have superpowers.
Do you specifically?
Oh,
you
sure. Yes.
specifically.
Yes, I am a girl. I have powers, yes.
What are those powers?
I'm charming, delightful, gorgeous, beautiful, sexy. What other
Romantic.
superpowers you need, Trouble?
Remains to be
I
seen.
know.
It's a hell of
I
a
know
list.
what. You know
Never
what?
fart.
I know what her powers are. You know what her powers are. I
What?
do. You see, she is a magician. If you watch closely, if you are lucky enough, she will She will be so charming and lovely that your two legs will just part. That's what she
That's
will
it.
make these two legs
That's right.
go in opposite directions. That is
It's
what
like
she shall do.
magnetic poles opposite. Boink, and there you are. There I am, right there.
Ah, yes.
I literally just handled a guy by a dumpster to get you all free drinks. I think a little bit of honesty here could be,
Are you?
rewarded.
It was very much appreciated that you would blow a guy behind the dumpster at Applebee's, as classy as that is.
Classier than a Chili's.
This is true. Unless
Those
you
are
want
Chili sponsorship,
then we'll
goddammit.
flip it.
Well,
Listen, you
I
gotta
feel
make some
called
enemies to make some
out.
friends.
First of all, well, I feel called out personally by that. But also, how honest are you actually being with us right now?
Oh, did you
That
flip
was
that
about
script,
to
May?
ask.
Did you
About
flip that
what?
script?
I think I did.
Trouble.
Regarding, oh man, by the now I just hit myself in the eye with this wand. Wow. Anyway.
Yes.
I was just going to say, because, you went out and he immediately almost came back in without very little time. Either he's the fastest man alive, or you're not quite telling us the whole story.
And I'm gonna be honest, he looks like he's already done that a few times today. Prior to his shift, which was, or maybe during it. Oh, gross. During shift, whatever. So I'm imagining it would have taken longer
Some of us could
than
just
it
be that
normally
good.
would.
Fine.
I'm
Does
very
any of you have a
proud of that.
jacket on?
Yes.
Todd does.
And does Todd have a shirt under that jacket, I'm assuming?
Sometimes.
Todd, come with me. And I will
Tommy then stands up, has that look of separation anxiety as he leaves
go.
Blaine's side.
Just
And I
go.
take Todd into the bathroom and I'm like, I need your shirt.
I want to-
Pauses, and then slowly takes off.
I need the shirt off of your back. Oh,
Like, takes off
oh, the
the
jacket
shirt.
works. Wait, which one do you like more, your shirt or your jacket?
It's like a Letterman jacket, so he's
Oh,
like
give me
very
the jacket.
attached to the Letterman
Give me the jacket. You'll get it back.
Slowly
I
takes
promise.
it off and hands it to you.
Go back out there.
He like pauses because he's
I
not
will-
used to taking demands from anyone other than Blaine, but it's this weird like he's used to just listening to demands, but also like you're not Blaine, so there's this weird like disconnect. But he eventually like
I could be
nods
your
and heads
daddy.
back.
Get out of here. So I will go into like a stall, put on the jacket, just assume Todd's form, but in Trouble's clothes underneath. And we'll like go out to the table and just sit right next to Todd.
So I'm assuming that there's a second while
Yes,
they're
there's.
doing that we're sitting at the table.
Correct.
So I want to kind of lean over to Blaine just a little bit and kind of just like plant the little seed of like, wow, Trouble's getting really friendly with your companions, isn't he, Blaine?
Why, yes, he is.
I'll make it
feel
sound
about that?
weird.
How do I feel about that? Oh, I
I'm
feel
just wondering.
fantastic.
Oh,
I
good.
can
I
use
will
every
say-
tool in the toolbox.
Blaine, I do wish to remind you that if for some reason Trouble were able to seduce Todd away from you, you would be weaker.
But all I gotta do is get him to have sex with Todd, and then he's mine.
And that is true.
This is, ooh,
Oh.
bet you're right.
Spreads like, being a clique spreads like some weird STD in this town.
You know it.
Todd returns. The difference in size between Todd and Trouble is about a foot, a little under a foot. Todd is massive.
I don't have the full outfit on, so I don't fully
Yeah.
change. But it's Todd's face, smaller body.
Whoa.
So you try
Todd's
out
baby
two
brother.
Tods. Todd's weird baby brother.
Interesting.
Oh
How
my
do you
God,
feel
is
about
this
this,
the
Todd?
pills?
No, babe.
And
That
then,
is
Todd,
like-
Blaine.
Todd shifts uncomfortably. Todd is not a man of many words. he just punches things is really his job. Chad is the one who is like intelligent and talks, and Veronica is really the social phase. So when you ask Todd his opinion, he shuts down. You have never once asked him his opinion in like his entirety of knowing you, so he shuts down and just starts to stammer.
Oh, come here, you big lug, and pull him closer to me.
And I look around. Is anyone like directly watching?
No.
And then I will just take off Todd's jacket and toss it to him as I just become trouble again.
Bitch, that's gonna be useful as fuck. Bitch,
It's handy.
oh, bitch, I live. Ooh.
So you just have to take a person's clothes?
Yeah.
Work, honey.
That's pretty nice.
So what about you, Mab?
Oh, I mean, I really don't have any magical powers. Sometimes I can channel and like talk to the voices, particularly in my head. But aside from that, what teenager doesn't do that? I certainly can't turn into someone or bring someone back from a coma or whatever it is you're always doing, Blaine. That's the honest truth.
Maybe not the whole truth. But whatever. I'm not really interested in removing secrets from their stingy owners.
As the four of you continue to gossip and drink your pitcher of margaritas with a straw and eat your nachos, we will switch over to Avery. Now made it to the apartment after kind of just weird, very short conversation back and forth with your cousin because there's some genuine concern and confusion happening on his end.
Avery knocks and then gets a weird thought in their head and then just phases through Quentin's door.
Quentin, who was like on the way to the door with like a drink, like water in his hand, ready to like hand it to you because obviously you've had a very stressful day. And like drops it immediately. What the hell was that?
Shit. Yeah, that just happened at the hospital.
That?
Yeah.
Cool. Terrifying, but cool.
No.
If I let you sit down, are you gonna phase through my couch though?
I'll try not to.
It's like something you can control.
I guess. The first time it's kind of out of sheer panic.
Yeah, but what? Never mind. I was gonna say something and then realized it would tell me. Sit down and we can talk.
Okay. Sure. Avery sits.
Quentin sits like next to you, but like that like one butt cheek on the couch, like really uncomfortable kind of sit, because he's like not sure if he's gonna have to like try and catch you from phasing through his couch, because that's the mindset he's in right now.
Like it would really make me feel better if you would relax.
Like slowly sinks back into the couch, like backwards, not into the couch like you could. He's just like, that's not something we can normally do.
No. Well, I'm not really. See, that's the thing. I've never really picked up on the witch thing like you did.
Yeah, I know that. But, like, clearly something happened. Normal people, in case you didn't know, can't phase through doors.
I noticed. I really, yep. Picked up on that.
I can see if there's anything written in, like, old books or something that was handed down to me.
I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things that, like, you could do. Like, my mom had healing hands and, like, stuff.
Yeah, but this is like the first thing that you found out you could do, and usually that happens like way before this time. So like that would be a weird time for that to. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start looking through books.
When are we talking?
I mean, witch stuff started with me when I was like 6, but that also, I had to learn that shit. So I don't know. Learn your ABCs, learn how to hex a bitch. Like I don't know.
Okay.
I want that T-shirt.
ABCs hex a bitch. He like begins pulling down old tomes from his bookshelf, kind of like in between like normal novels and then like random old Hex and like Necronomicon and just randomly, sporadically, he ends up coming back with like 6 or 7 books and chucks them down in front of you. This is all I have. We can start looking and seeing if that's something that we can do.
Yeah. Well, technically, I should let you know curfew is at 9, and I don't have my bike.
Gotcha. I can drive you. That's easy enough.
Okay, I guess I'll have to buy extra carbon offsets, but that's okay.
Or we can start walking earlier. That's. He begins kind of flipping through pages after pages after pages. And after about 10 minutes, he pauses and goes, so this is going to sound like a weird question. Are you... Did you die in any way, shape, or form and like happen to just not recognize that you died?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Like...
Because all I'm really getting here is you're a ghost, and last time I checked, you weren't a ghost and you're alive, but...
I think I'm real.
And he like tries to pass a hand through your shoulder. And I was like, yeah, okay. This is weird.
Yeah,
Can you
you're
do
telling me.
Can you do it again?
Sure. And Avery is just kind of like into the couch.
I can't tell if that's really unsettling or really cool, and I'm stuck between both of them. I'm gonna go with cool, but I don't really know.
It feels weird.
Well, yeah, you don't have like body parts at this point. I don't know how to describe this.
I don't want to
What
think
is
about
it?
that, Quentin. I don't want
I'm
to
sorry.
think about that.
I'm sorry. I mean, I guess you do have bodies, but they're like not corporeal body parts. I don't
Avery
know.
tries to poke their leg while it's in the couch.
Can go straight through. I mean, honestly, it's like ghost on ghost.
Yeah. And then Avery kind of like rolls
That's
over
not-
and just like lays on the floor, and it like just becomes solid again, and it's just like I don't.
That could be really sort of imagine possible. Sorry. I can give you all the stuff I have on being a ghost, because that's the only thing that's telling me you could. I don't know. Stay away from vacuums, I think, is the moral of the story.
Okay. I mean, I don't really clean much anyway, so.
You should do that more often. If you just live in a pigsty, your mental health's gonna go to shit.
It's a shared
More
room.
shit than it is. So then you just live in a gross shared room and your roommates don't resent you, or?
They kind of do. Like, it's mostly just my space that's messy.
You should ask for help. I'll help you clean it if you want.
Oh god, no, don't come to the home. Please don't. Marshall might like you.
Usually it's the other way around when you're afraid people aren't gonna like your, family.
No. Marshall is way too wholesome, and if he likes you, he'll like use you to motivate me, and I don't want that.
Okay. And he like hands you a book. He's like, you should get walking if you want to make it home.
Okay.
Or you could see if you could like pace through the earth and then go all the way around. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
I would get lost really fast, I think,
That's fair.
doing that.
That's fair.
So, question for the DM.
Yeah.
The other part of Limitless is that you can fly, but I feel like that's too showy for Avery, so could I make it a teleport?
Sure.
Okay.
100%. Are you gonna teleport now?
Yeah, I think Avery is like gets up to go and then like accidentally teleports out to the deck.
May I give a suggestion?
Yeah, what's up?
Trip over something.
Yeah.
The
Trip over
anxiety
something,
bit.
teleport.
Yeah, for the anxiety bit, since it activated by anxiety before.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
Avery gets up to go, realizes that they really need to hydrate, trips over like Quentin's coffee table, and then like accidentally teleports out to the deck.
Avery? Avery!
Fuck. Ow.
And he like opens the door to like, how the fuck do you get out here? Breathe, breathe. Obviously, there are still more things that we don't know about you. Keep that quiet, obviously.
I will
'Cause-
try.
Good. Last thing we need is anyone else, thinking you're weird.
Okay, but I should tell you that the reason I found out that this could happen is because I was at the hospital and Meg, the cool witchy girl who lives with us, tried to apologize to a kid who was in a coma there for our other housemate Clay, but then Meg did some things that I think honestly was like witch stuff. So I think Meg's a witch.
Got it. Oh,
But we kind of went in without permission, even though Marshall told us to. We just didn't have security permission, so security came and got us. And then I faced through the security wall
that was
when
a
everybody
lot.
else had left. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have water? I think I'm dehydrated.
Okay, well, dehydration isn't going to do that to you, but okay, yeah, I have water. And he goes inside and grabs you a bottle of a plastic bottle of water, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I know you said about it, but that's all I have."
No, that's okay. I'll recycle it.
But you live with another witch.
I think so. Megara.
Huh. Interesting. Didn't know there were more of us around, but okay.
Yeah. No, definitely looked kind of like a hex.
Huh. Find out more for me.
I'll try.
I'm just interested. People I knew who, were witches were our family, so
Yeah.
other witch, new thing for me. You gonna make it home okay? Do you need me to walk you?
I'm
Do you
gonna
need me
try
to walk
something.
you to the drive? Okay.
And Avery tries to picture a patch of woods next to the home that they think is fairly well obscured from the cameras, and tries to visualize teleporting there.
I'm gonna be real dark since this is the first time you've done it.
Okay.
Intentionally.
Oops, I'm in a tree.
Exactly. Oh no, I am a tree now.
That's actually gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be a 9.
All right. With a 9, you teleport not quite exactly where you wanted to be, but it is still in the woods. It is still pretty close to the home. And to your knowledge, is still obscured by the cameras, but you're off by 20 feet.
And then I take a selfie and send it to Quentin.
And you just get 6 or 7 question marks back.
I text him. I did it.
And he's just gonna go, I think you should read the book. And then I have to go to bed.
Okay. And then text back, okay, THX, thanks.
And you are now at the home. The 4 of you who are at Applebee's, are you getting home on time for curfew?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You all scan in.
on the nose.
You all scan in, and there is Marshall, and there are 3 other individuals standing in the front foyer waiting for all of you.
Are they hot?
Are they men in suits that look like they have questions for us?
There are 2 men and 1 woman in suits looking like they have a lot of questions for you.
I like people
Okay.
in suits with questions. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Queen, what's good? Immediately ignores the 2 men in suits. Oh, hey, Queen! Ooh, girl. Yes, I like them shoes. Them shoes look real cute.
So, and Marshall just kind of steps forward in his awkward dad sort of way. These nice men and women, sorry, I should have asked, men and women, to my knowledge, have questions for all of you. I also have questions for you because I made my way to the hospital after hearing six of my lovely children were taken into custody there, and then they weren't there, so I became very concerned. So if all of you could go up to your room, and we'll call you down one by one, and we'll just have a conversation. Does that sound okay?
Certainly. I don't know
We
why.
really-
We did nothing wrong. We were at Applebee's.
Okay, but
I
it was
know.
fully your
Nacho
fault
night.
anyway.
Is
Actually,
Avery
we
there
all
at the same
bonded.
time?
Yeah, Avery is there at the same time.
Okay.
So you guys all kind of usher up into
Yay!
your room.
As we go up there, I start texting Avery, "Are you gonna narc? Because if so, let me handle this."
Avery just texts back, IDK, no. Thinking about a lot of things.
I want to steal something from one of these weird people that are just sort of there as we brush
Okay.
past them.
Why don't you roll volatile to see if you can do it quick enough?
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I am not at all confident in this. Why? Okay, so that's an 8.
Okay, partial success. I think I'm going to give you two options. Your partial success could be that something is taken, but they notice you, or something is taken, but when you attempt to use said token, they're going to know.
I want them to okay. It's a fun one. Ooh, actually, okay. So I'm gonna go with the latter of those two. I'm gonna go with the latter of those two. It's not gonna be the woman. It's gonna be the dude on the left.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm presuming they're
They're
in a
on either
line.
side of partial, so yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. One token from the dude on the left.
Mhm.
Let's say you take his wallet, and inside is like a picture of him and his wife.
Oh, perfect.
Who would like to be
Wonderful.
first to talk to these lovely individuals? Trouble? Okay.
Absolutely.
Trouble, you come downstairs. The breakfast table is now set up very close to like an interrogation style. There's a singular chair with the back to like the office wall where Marshall's office is, and the four of them with like their back to the front door. So obviously they're trying to make it so you can't run. And Marshall just kind of like pauses and lets the other ones take control.
I take that chair and in Tyrion from Game of Thrones fashion, drag it over to them to sit on their right side and just like cross leg over leg and just real relaxed. Well, I'm ready for my interview.
The woman like looks at you with disdain and disgust and just, dear God, what have I gotten myself into? I don't get paid enough for this. So, we have questions.
I'm a font of answers.
First is, what were you doing at the hospital earlier today?
Well, we were told by our lovely caretaker, Marshall, that we should seek amends for wrongdoings that had occurred. Well, amends were made, and then we left.
And those amends involved sneaking into the emergency department without any kind of permission.
I don't know anything about sneaking. The door was open. I simply walked in.
With the knowledge that this was an emergency department.
I simply walked into the open door where the family was supposed to be amended to. Are you saying I'm not supposed to make amends and seek forgiveness? I thought you were a Christ-fearing woman. Should I tell the deacon at the local church about this position? I can't believe the nerve of our officers these days.
And you see like the two men on the side like writing frantic notes. And Marshall is combined like heartbroken and terrified.
I love trouble so much. I just need for everybody to know that. Anyway, that's fine.
And the woman kind of just looks at you. I don't know if it's a sheer lack of common sense or if you're just slow, but usually hospitals require permission to go back into places. And I'm really just gonna hope that your caretaker has forgotten to tell me that you're just a very slow young boy.
Officer, may I have your name and badge number, please?
No.
Whoa. Try this again. Officer, I would like your name and badge number, as I really don't particularly care for this tone you have taken, and I would like to have this reported to your supervisor.
I don't reason with children. If your caretaker wishes to have my badge number, he can. And Marshall is just wide-eyed and terrified.
Marshall, I do believe that we should be getting the names and badge numbers of all three of these officers. After all, they are questioning us. We should have some amount of due diligence.
Marshall looks at you, looks at the officer, looks at you and goes, I'm gonna get everyone's snacks, and heads out the room.
I'm just gonna wait for them to continue.
She kind of gives you an up-down. Just goes, I've already spoken to your caretaker, and I've given the recommendation for you and your friends that you all have a much more strict curfew, and if things get worse, ankle monitors. And I believe that's for your safety and the safety of our town.
Considering the fact that we've done nothing wrong other than seek amends for some wrongdoing.
Trespassing is something wrong. I'm sorry, did they not teach you that that's illegal? I know sometimes it's really hard when you don't grow up with parents. They just don't teach you any.
Let me make a couple of things clear, madam. Number one, I grew up with parents. I'm sure.
Oh, so they were just bad parents.
No, they're both better people than you, but considering the fact that you're all beneath me, that's not really a high bar to clear. Number two, I'm going to ask you, from this point forward, to watch your fucking tone. A third infraction of this kind, and there will be trouble.
Name drop.
I don't necessarily think I'm afraid of a child.
I am going to try and roll to shut someone down.
Okay, go ahead. Roll to shut this officer lady down. 8. So, on an 8, roll back up. It's shutting someone down. On a 7 and 9, choose from one below. You come across poorly, and they give you a condition in turn. They don't have a string. You can gain a string on this officer lady. They can gain a condition, or you can take one forward.
I'm going to... I'm going to take the forward.
All right. She looks at you with just disdain and disgust and goes, I don't know who gave you this deluded idea that you're special, but you're not. And you gain the condition deluded.
I love it! Convince myself.
I think it's best you return to your room. I have no more questions for you.
Don't worry. You'll be hearing a lot more about me in the future. Stands up, blows kisses at the two gentlemen, gives her a withering look of, oh, there will be hell to pay very soon. Going to ruin your fucking life. And goes upstairs. But I text everyone what I told them. Basically just, we went to the hospital, we apologized, we left. That was it.
We will get to all of the other interviews with your lovely roommates when we return from our break. Thank you everyone so much for joining us and watching this shit show of a game. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go pee, do what you need to do, and we will see you back here very soon. Welcome back to Misguided Souls. Now with Big Bees. Bees was able to join us for the second half. Surprise to all of us. Mid just Discord message, here I joined for the second half, and we're like, bet bitch, and here he is. Bees, why don't you introduce yourself real fast?
To be fair, I said that as a joke.
And
then
you
you
should
were
know
like,
that we
"Get
don't
your ass
take
in
Now
here,"
here
and
you
I
are.
was like,
We don't do jokes here.
we don't have
This is
fun
a
here.
serious
Fuck that.
stream with
Serious.
serious people.
Fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Mhm.
When you
Hello.
threaten us with joining us, that it's automatically going to happen.
Yeah, don't threaten us with a good time.
Hey.
We will accept.
Introduce yourself, Bees.
Hello, I'm Big Bees. I do things on the internet. I have like a really long spiel, but I don't want to go into it because it'll be forever.
He's the reason we're in this mess.
Yeah.
This
What?
is true, he is. Why don't you introduce your character,
You
too?
try and help
AKA the
your
reason you're in
friend
this mess.
one time. Trying to help your friend one time, and
I
shit
appreciate
goes
it.
down.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Someone does. God.
When
My
we went...
character.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you
I
wanted
thought
me
you
to
were
do my character.
I didn't know that's what you were doing. Do your thing.
You gonna let me do my thing? You gonna let me do it? You gonna let me?
You don't have to play the game. We can kick you back out.
Wow! You guys see this? You see this? Disrespect.
No. I like him. Let's keep him.
I am Clay, Moon, Leaf, Raven, stuff.
Play Raven Moonleaf.
Clay Moon Ravenclaw.
No, yes, Ravenclaw.
Definitely not a
Bumbledore,
Ravenclaw.
Bumblepuff. I am the oh my god, what is it called? The
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. There we go.
Sasquatch.
The Sasquatch, and I am yeah, I am currently apprehended by policia because of things and junk and stuff.
When we last left off, Trouble had a very interesting interview with the police. Technically, detectives, still police, but not like active police officers. They were investigating a couple of children who decided to trespass in a hospital for some reason. Strange. We lost a Blaine. Who would
He's
be the
just
next
doing his
to...
demon thing.
Yeah, who would be the next to go for an interview?
I still haven't figured
Fine,
out. what I'm
Avery's gonna get it
doing
over with.
Okay. Avery, you are like brought downstairs again. This panel of individuals, Marshall, uncomfortably in the middle, as well as the fact that like Marshall has now set out like little bowls of snacks everywhere. Clearly uncomfortable. Clearly just very. This is the most probably uncomfortable you've ever seen Marshall ever. Is just the. Oh, we've all switched places except for Trouble and Avery, and that's weird.
God.
I haven't moved at all.
Anyway,
Sells
I like the
Steven's
devil in the middle, though. I do appreciate Steven's icon just being ominous in the middle, so that's pretty interesting. Anyway, the woman kind of looks at you and immediately recognizes that you are probably not going to give her as much trouble as Trouble. She like motions to the seat down back across the table. They have moved it from where Trouble had moved it before. And she's
Flop.
sit.
Yep.
So, obviously you know why we're here. There was a group of individuals who decided trespassing in the hospital would be the best thing to do today. What can you tell me about it?
Well, Clay was supposed to go apologize to the kid he decked, and then Clay went missing, and then Meg decided to go apologize and just kind of blew into everything. And I thought it would be easier to be chewed out. I thought it wouldn't be an issue.
You didn't think trespassing would be an issue?
Not as much as Marshall being mad at us for not apologizing, I guess, was the calculation, which seems dumb now that I say that out loud.
And you said Meg was the one who decided to start this party of trespassing?
Yeah, Meg took the initiative.
Interesting. And you went along with it because...
Peer pressure?
And I feel as though you recognize that was probably a bad thing, right?
Yeah, I get that. I feel bad about it.
As you mention that you feel bad about it, there is very heavy, kind of aggressive knocking on the door. Marshall, very confused, stands up quickly and is like, I'm sorry, and like goes to the door and opens it. There stands Clay Raven Moonleaf and 6 police officers, all flanking the boy. There's a quick mumbled conversation at the door, basically being like, I believe this one is yours. Like, here's paperwork that you have to sign to get him out of our custody, recognizing that he's, due at court and all of this. And Marshall, like, quickly signs and ushers Clay, like, up the stairs as to not, like, finish, like, be disrupting the interview, and pushes him in the bedroom with Trouble and just kind of like, I'll be right back. I will talk about this later. And like kind of like the most kind of strict voice Marshall can get muster, where I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, Marshall. And he like closes the door and like runs back downstairs, and then sits down and then looks at me and goes, and like sits back down. The police officer, the detective, kind of looks at Marshall, looks at you. Is there anything else you feel as though you should tell me?
Well, then we got to the room and Meg did a weird chant, and then I think we all tried to apologize, but I was really embarrassed, so I just left. But I got separated from everybody.
Weird chant.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pick up what she was saying. The kid seemed better. I don't know.
What do you mean he seemed better?
Like he woke up.
And you see the 2 guys like writing frantic notes and like underlining things. Interesting. I don't have further questions for you. You can be excused.
Okay, bye.
Scuttle off.
We're gonna flip very quickly up to Clay Raven Moonleaf and Trouble in your bedroom. Clay has been unceremoniously kind of like pushed, as much as Marshall at like 5'9" could push like almost 7-foot Clay into a room. That has occurred.
Oh, you disappeared. I missed your presence, and you missed a show.
Yeah, contrary to what you guys thought, or maybe even surprising, I grabbed a couple burgers and was trying to like go into the woods so that I can just kind of reflect on things, and you know how I am in the woods. And like right when I was waiting for the burgers, I was gonna get them, and then the cops came out of nowhere, and they were like, "Hey, you need to stop." And I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry. Let me say that I'm not gonna be home in time." And they said, "Hey, put that phone down." And I was trying to text you guys, and then they came at me, and they're not that strong, but I didn't want to stir trouble, so they were like trying to cuff one hand, and I was trying to send a text, and then when I sent it, I put my phone down and let them cuff me, and they weren't they were pretty mean. Almost got mad, but yeah.
And I like pat the bed for him to like sit down on, and I like drape myself behind him across his shoulders, just hug him from the back, and I'm just like, if you tell me who those police officers are, I can make them regret being mean to you, Clay Raven Moonleaf.
I didn't get their name. They were mainly mean. Every time I asked a question, they just told me to shut up.
No one should tell you to shut up.
didn't like it.
Well, that officer lady downstairs has been very rude to me, and so I'm going to make her life a lot less pleasant in the next few
What did
days.
she
So,
do? You okay, bud?
well, I mean, she called me deluded. She said my parents were bad.
Wow.
Just called me slow.
What is up with everybody in this town? Everybody's just mean.
Apparently, they just need to have their entire worlds rocked, is what I think.
Guess, I don't know. Jesus.
So,
As you two are having this conversation, you all hear the very seldomly used intercom system in the house. It starts with a very high-pitched, so much so that it does kind of leave a little bit of tinnitus afterwards. You hear Marshall frantic. Children, I ask that you remain in your rooms for the entire evening. Do not come out. Interviews have ceased for tonight. If you have any questions, you can feel free to use the intercom down to my office, and I will come visit you. Good night. And it shuts off.
and I say to Clay, how much you want to bet another kid died?
Oh, you think that's what it is?
I mean, Marshall's worried. He was
I
worried
didn't
this
do it.
morning about it.
I'm
I
telling
know
you.
I cup your face and I'm like, I know you didn't. I know.
Okay. I'm just.
This is getting
'cause
weird.
The police had me. So.
So, and I kiss him on the forehead. I'm like, I know you wouldn't do that on
Are you
purpose.
trying to turn him on to comfort him?
Of course.
Okay. Roll with hot. That's a weird question. Are you trying to turn someone on to comfort them? Is a weirdly phrased question.
Hey,
That's
you
a
don't know his love language.
That's a set. Sex is my love language. That's a 7.
Yes.
7 to 9. Clay, Raven, Moonleaf can give you a string, or they can give themselves to you, promise something that they think you want, or get embarrassed and act awkward. Which one would you like to do, Clay, Raven, Moonleaf?
I think the string.
Alright, you now have a
Thank
string
you.
on Clay, Raven, Moonleaf.
I have a 3. I have 3.
Mhm.
And oh, I tell him. Oh, by the way, did you know that Meg is a witch?
With
Oh, what? Wait.
Yeah, like can do magic and stuff.
She. a
So that
good
kid
witch
that you
or
put
bad
into a
witch?
coma, she brought him out of a coma.
Oh, a good witch. Okay.
I don't know about that. I think that she was on drugs at the time, so I don't know if like good witch is applicable.
Oh. Gray witch?
Yeah, I think
Ooh,
Grey
that's
Witch
kinda
works.
Okay.
And I told everyone that I can, transform into other people.
Oh. Oh. I thought that was like a big secret with you.
Well, we were being honest.
Oh.
Apparently, like, I don't know, Blaine's the son of the devil or something.
I've been gone for like 3-4 hours. What happened?
A lot of honesty. I gotta tell you, a lot of honesty. Well, at least from most of us. Mab wanted to, lie by omission, but whatever. I'll get her secrets
Okay.
eventually.
Okay. Okay.
Meg, it looks like you want to do something. Yes, Meg?
I do. So upon the announcement happening, I am presuming that those people have not actually left the house exactly yet. I would like to run out the door and catch them.
Okay.
Just as they're leaving.
Sure.
Hi, hi. So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. I'll be back in my room in just a second. I just wanted to return this. I'm returning the wallet sans
photo.
photo.
The cop kind of like looks at you and like pats his pockets and like slowly
was-
reaches out and grabs it.
It fell by the stairs when y'all sent me up here. I would have brought it back sooner, but, well...
Thank
Oh,
you.
also, just a note before y'all go. how do I put this? I prefer to be nice and respectful and good pretty much all of the time. Because being bad ages you, bitch. As I'm sure that bitch over there clearly knows. So, what I'm trying to say right now is this. If you stay out of our way, we will stay out of yours. And as an extra added bonus, that child will stay out of a coma for so long as you continue to not fuck with us. Go ahead and try me if you want to see that undone. But what I am telling you is, do you really want to see that kid go back into a coma just randomly during the middle of the day? Not be able to do anything about it?
I'm gonna let you choose. Are you rolling to turn someone on to get them to do what you want, or shut someone down and threaten them into doing what you want? Hot
I
or
want
cold?
to shut them the fuck down.
Alright, roll to shut someone down. So you'll add cold.
Yes, indeedy. Oh boy. If this is the one time that this goes wrong, I will be deeply upset. But okay.
You've been rolling well. Oh!
But, +2, so that is a 7.
Okay, so to shut someone down on a 7 to 9, choose from one below, but you come across poorly and they give you a condition in return. You're talking to the guy cop, right? The one that you gave the wallet back. So, you can gain a string on this cop. You can give this cop a condition, or you can gain one for it, which is +1 to your next roll.
I want to gain no. Actually, no. I want to gain a string.
Okay.
On the cop. Yeah. Yeah.
Shannon, what's the cop's name?
Herman.
Herman. You now have a string on Herman the cop. And he kind of like looks at you.
Herman Abernathy.
Herman Abernathy. He kind of looks at you and is like, that's a little concerning for someone to be saying, especially that young. I don't necessarily know if you're mentally stable or not, but I'm leaning towards the fact you're not, and perhaps I should tell your caretaker to get you checked out. You've gained the condition not mentally stable.
Nice. Nice and fun. I think just as a reply to that, I think the only thing I want to say is, when you live a life like this with people targeting you all the goddamn time, you wouldn't be stable. And just goes back up to her room.
As you head up to your room,
stares at that little photo. Not quite sure what to do with it, but just stares at it a little bit.
As you go up to your room, you hear a quick on your door. Marshall is now standing outside of your door, and he looks not happy. I'm sorry to interrupt your night, but I need all of you to go downstairs while we search your room.
Pardon?
I need you all to go downstairs so we can search your room. You can do this willingly, or unfortunately, I will have to be strict.
Avery slid past
Signals. Stay in your room. Leave your room. Stay. Whatever. Come on.
Just to those three, or all of us?
He will be going to every door, but right now it's just those three.
I'm very uncomfortable with this invasion of privacy, Marshall. I think you're above this.
I understand. However, seeing as what I have recently learned, I need to make sure you are all safe. So I need you to go downstairs. Thank you. Can't hear you. We can't.
Oh, I said fine. She flicks her hair in his face and walks down, but I'm using your office.
No. That office is locked.
I can't hear you. Bye.
You're too big.
I assume you all three go downstairs?
Yes. Meg had sort of palmed the photo.
Yeah.
Like just was literally just in because I'm presuming it's wallet size photo. Just right in the palm of the hand, but like just had the hand on like the leg or something. At some point just did a lifted one of these. Okay. And in so doing, slid the picture right into the bra.
Of course.
So the one item of some note is no longer in there. Anyway.
Marshall will make the same kind of trip to the rest of your guys' room. Are any of you guys giving him trouble?
On the way out, I just like put my hand on Marshall's arm and I'm just like, "What did you learn, Marshall? You seem so panicked." And I want to know that our caretaker is of the highest constitution to look over our well-being. We are deeply troubled souls who need your guidance.
Why don't you roll to turn Marshall on, you piece of shit?
Work. I live. Well
Trouble's
done.
such a little shit.
Hold on, do I have a string on it? Yes, I do.
3.
So, my forward that I'm putting to that, my
4.
+2,
5, 6.
and then my +1 on a string to make it a 7.
Okay, you pulled a string on Marshall. They can give you a string, promise something. I will tell you once I've made sure everyone is safe. This is very important right now. I'm sure you understand.
I wish you would have told me now, but I understand you have to be strong for all of us. And I will depart.
Also, flip your hair and walk down the stairs.
I'm never rude to Marshall. I love Marshall.
Of course, Marshall's dad. I assume Clay's not giving him trouble, especially after the cops. What about you, Blaine? Are you giving him trouble?
As I walk by, I just look at him and say, Marshall, this had better be worth my time. I like you. I respect you. But I'd hate to have to buy this place out from under you. And I walk down the stairs.
Why don't you roll to shut someone down?
Work. Oh my god.
Roll with Colt.
Colt?
Colt.
What'd you say? Oh, 11, 12, 13.
Damn! Marshall looks
Word.
terrified. Marshall's already unsettled, and that did not make his day any better. And he just kind of looks at you, and it's one of those I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I don't want to press it kind of instances. And he says and then goes straight in your room.
You know my resources are endless. And I just snap and my click goes with me and we go down the stairs.
I wish you had flipped your hair too. Everyone flips their hair on the way.
As Marshall is looking through your rooms, are you trying to break into his office? Because it is locked.
I just want to find some place to go because I wanted to talk to my fairy goddaddy.
You can find some place to go.
Yeah.
You could go outside. Faye outside.
I go outside. I'll go right next to where Avery almost phased into a tree.
There you go. Outside you go. So you're trying to talk to your fairy goddaddy. Why don't you roll dark?
I'm gonna roll dark.
Work.
Oh, I got 6.
Ooh. So you gain experience.
Right.
As you kind of
levels
begin.
me up.
Hey, there you go. As you begin to focus in on, being outside, being one with nature, your fairy goddaddy, you just get this overwhelming sense of, if you could feel like someone just yelling "not the fuck now" in your soul, that's what you feel.
That makes me very sad. Mab is hurt. That is sad. Someone she actually cares about just yelled at her to go the fuck away. And all she wanted to do was know what the fuck was going on. And so she's going to hide behind the tree and cry a little and smoke a cigarette.
Oh, man.
She hides underneath the little crook of the tree behind where you can't see.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sure.
So Mab is left. What are the rest of you guys doing while Marshall is turning your rooms over?
Avery wrapped the book that Quentin gave them in the dust jacket of another book. And it is just sitting in a corner of the kitchen, maybe even behind the trash can, reading it. On the floor.
Listen to everyone being behind dumpsters and trash cans today. Jesus Christ.
Avery is trash.
Oh, Avery, no.
Subtly flirting with Todd and Chad in front of Blaine.
Blaine, how does that make you?
Blaine is just sprawled out across the love seat, and The rest of his lackeys are literally just compacted onto a little ottoman while he takes the whole couch, and he just
Jesus.
glares a little bit and then gets a sadistic little smile on his face while he watches this all unfold in front of him.
And Treble just has just a sadistic smile on his face as well.
You guys are so cute.
Oh, so I think
Meg.
Meg is going to be very bold and just sort of just sort of gently but sexily sit on Blaine's lap and be like, so I have a little tiny secret thing, and I feel like some mischief might be fun. Not necessarily like right now, because I'm like kind of tired and we've done a lot today. But I do have, and pulls out the little photo. I'm presuming that the gentleman in the photo like looks like like naturally, like doesn't seem like a photo from like 25 years ago or something wild.
No, I mean, it was several years ago, and he looks like there's joy in his life, but other than that, yeah, they're the same.
Oh, that's
damn. Woo! Wow. I love that. So,
That's a mood.
By the way, when she sits on Blaine's lap, I like turn to Todd and Chad, and I just like start sowing the seeds of evil and betrayal. I'm like, how does that make you feel knowing that you two have been replaced as the number one?
And as soon as she pulls,
oh my God.
As soon as she pulls the photo out, I snap, and my little click comes wrapped around the freaking couch and starts looking at the photo with him.
Well, hold on. We have several rolls that need to be made. The first, Meg, you need to make a roll to turn Blaine on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get into it. Get into it.
Someone hand me some popcorn.
That would be, I'm presuming that's what hot, right?
Yep, it is a hot.
Okay, so that is why did I just click away from the screen? That was so dumb. Okay, 7.
7 on a 7 to 9. Blaine, you can give Meg a string. You can have sex with Meg. You can promise something to Meg that you think Meg wants, or you can get embarrassed and act awkward, but I don't think Blaine would do that. You're gonna have sex on the couch right in front of everyone?
Our move.
Yep.
Established dominance.
As Meg kind of sits on your lap, you're like, you know what? I don't have anything else to do right in this moment. So you two decide to have sex on the love seat in the middle of the living room, while your clique is, 2 of your clique members are talking with Trouble. What is it? Veronica is just kind of sitting not on the ottoman because there's not enough room. It's the 2 boys and Trouble. She's sitting in like the recliner that Marshall usually sits in with her legs propped up, and just kind of like voyeurism watching this shit go down. No expression on her face, and we will
Just
fade
cold.
to black on just
So
cold.
cold.
We're gonna fade to black on that.
They're just spooning. It's fine.
Oh yeah, but more, I just take the boys away, and I'm just like, how do they feel about this? Like, she's barely been there like more than 4 hours, and already like.
You can see
Replaced.
that there is a very much like a look of like deep, profound sadness with Chad. Todd. Todd is like, little sad, muscly boy puppy, and the fact he isn't being paid attention to, you can tell is deep, profoundly upsetting him. Chad, on the other hand, barely looks up from his laptop and is just like, it happens, and is like, continues to type.
Okay, well, I will divert attention to the 2 of them and raise their self-esteem just enough to start the seeds of betrayal.
Why don't you roll to turn someone on and tell me what you say to them to sow the seeds of betrayal?
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Let me see.
Or not.
Yeah, no.
Or not.
Tell
It's
them
just-
what you did.
Yeah, it's just a 6, so that is a
6.
failure.
That is a failure. Chad, uninterested. He is coding something. He is, in the throes of IT world. And I think Todd is just kind of like if he could be fighting back tears, if that was like in his mind, a masculine thing to be doing, but of course it's not, so he would never cry. He would be, but it's more like that kind of like biting the bottom lip, just like standing there, like, or like digging his nails into his leg to like try and keep him from emotionally reacting.
Failure is fine by me. All I know is that it begins. But yeah, that's... I want to make it very obvious to Blaine that I am talking to them.
I think Blaine's a little distracted. Not gonna
I don't know how distracted Blaine gets while having sex.
No, Blaine extends his hand out for his other two to come over and looks at Chad to see if he wants to, and Chad, back to the laptop. And as they come over to join, I look over at Trouble and say, "Care to join, or are you gonna keep being a shady bitch?"
Roll to turn someone on. Also, what is Clay doing? You are still in the living room while this is happening.
No,
So
Clay
what's
is not.
going on in this?
Clay is
Well-
gone.
Clay is not there. Clay is
Clay
in
has
the
left.
kitchen doing what he does
Snacking.
best.
Snacking.
Snacking
Okay.
it the fuck up.
So Avery and Clay are in the kitchen. You can hear what's happening. Mav is outside. Trouble, do you wish to join them with that 12?
No. I will give a string to Blaine as I just say, it's okay. I have more important things. No. Yeah, more important things to do. I'm just gonna go in the kitchen and figure out what Avery did to get out.
All right. Avery is sitting there by the garbage reading.
Avery
Clay
is attempting
I
to
go-
figure out if they can fit in one of the cupboards so as not to hear the sex noises.
I'm sure
As,
you could. Like the one with the sink.
Yeah.
as I see Avery about to crawl into a
You
cupboard.
see, yeah, Avery's butt. Just under the
Avery,
sink.
darling.
What? Ow! Ow! I hit
How
my
did you-
head.
I'm sorry. How did you get out? You didn't come out with us.
Magic?
Oh, so you're a witch too?
No.
Well, then how did you get out?
I don't, do I have to tell you?
Did you like walk through a wall? Like what happened?
Avery chokes when you say that.
You can walk through walls. What?
God, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Avery.
You're not supposed to know.
Oh, I know now.
Don't.
And I
No.
mean that
Clay
is
knows
so
not to.
useful.
Nope, we're not talking about this now, Trouble.
Avery, would you like to learn a secret about me?
No, I really do not.
Avery, why don't you roll to shut someone down so Trouble will leave you alone?
Okay.
Do you want to know something about me? No, bitch, leave me alone.
I want to hide in my cover.
Yeah.
I have my hoodie. That's what I want.
Cold. So that is going to be a 6.
That is a failure. Trouble ain't leaving you alone.
So I actually could use your help with something.
Oh gosh, what is
Listen-
it?
Listen. That police officer was very mean. And
I'm not gonna help you get back on a police officer. That seems really, really dumb.
all I want to do is have the officer tell Marshall to not, make our curfew shorter. Because that's what she recommended.
I'm fine with that.
So all I need you to do is get into her house, grab an
No.
outfit of hers,
That's
and bring it to
breaking and
me.
entering. No.
But you're not breaking because you can walk through walls.
It's still entering.
Okay, but do you want to
Did we
not?
not? I think we got in trouble for trespassing this not 2 hours ago. So
To be fair, we
no.
got caught. But more importantly, I don't know where you go whenever you leave this place when you're not with us, but I'm assuming you like being there, yes?
Yeah.
Then I would think that it would be in your best interest to have this officer rescind their curfew order so that you could spend more time there.
Why don't you roll a turn her on, Trouble?
I would love to.
Work.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's a real big failure. No, Avery ain't budging.
Yeah.
Avery ain't budging.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody gets
It's a
XP
clusterfuck of
though.
failures.
Listen, I'm very close to leveling up now. I just got so many failures in a row.
I have yet to fail a roll.
Hush you.
Well, yeah, keep cursing that. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to, though.
I mean, it's fine. Listen, I think that you will make the decision you want to make for your own self-interest. Once it, starts being impeded upon, so I'll be here because, well, you'll probably find out from the rest of them. I can transform into people.
Okay. What am I supposed to?
So I can
Am I-
transform into the police officer, have her tell Marshall to not do the curfew because extenuating circumstances, new evidence, blah, 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 blah. Go through the
That
whole
you need her
rigmarole.
clothes to do it.
Yeah, and then you can give her clothes back and we're all good.
Does it need to be the work uniform?
Any of her clothing.
Okay. I'll consider it, but you have to get me something.
Sure, what would you like?
You know that brand of organic snacks I like?
The chips?
Yeah, and the ice cream.
Okay.
Just like a bunch of that.
Down. Where do I-
Wholesome.
Where do I get it from? The store? Like, do I need to have it mailed here? I don't
Oh,
know where to.
yeah, you gotta order on the internet.
That's fine. I'll go get it ordered. I've
I've tried. It's even too bougie for Whole Foods. I know. It's.
I pull out my phone and I go to Slamazon.
Thank you for making sure it's,
Uh-huh. And
Perfect.
I order it off of Slamazon in front of you and just hit order. And I'm just like, well,
Do I have to do it now? I feel like there's a lot of
Nah.
suspicion going.
I mean, can you like instantly teleport there or something?
No.
Are you lying to me? Are you
Yes.
telling me a fib? You can teleport places?
No! Avery covers her face with the book.
Avery, my darling, my interesting little peach.
No.
You
I
can
just learned I could do it today. Don't make me do it too much.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, if you could if we can figure out where this person lit, give me a
You don't
moment.
even know where they live?
I'm about to find out, and trouble
Are you gonna
like
make Chad do it? Don't make Chad do the hacking.
but that's what Chad likes to do.
If you're gonna be a criminal, at least do the criminal things yourself.
Okay, first of all, I'm not good at hacking. Leave the things that people are good at what they're good at. I am a leader. I am an actor, a performer meant for the stage and the spotlight. Hacking is not those things. And just like marches out.
Okay.
Chad!
Bye. Then.
Hi.
Clay,
Things are
you didn't
happening.
hear any of that.
Yeah, Clay, you've been in this room. How much have you been paying attention to them?
Players had his head. The moment sex sounds started happening, he put on some very loud music, turned it all the way up, and he has not heard a damn thing this entire time. He has just been chomping down on some sandwiches and pickles and chips and just, having a good old time in his own private camp.
Mab, you've been outside for a little bit crying and smoking a cigarette. What are you doing now?
She's a French girl in a movie.
She is. All of a sudden, the camera turned black and white over Mab.
Beret. Ooh, sacre bleu.
Well, that's in the tree as well. It's cigarettes and beret.
I mean, you can't have one without the other. What am I? Some kind of plebe? Okay. Walking inside, I will put my cigarette out, and go back in after, putting myself back together. It's
Are you
fine.
going in the front door or the back door?
The closest door. I wasn't not allowed to be outside, or nobody was
high or
downstairs
low?
to tell me not to. Low,
High or low? Low?
cause I'm feeling it, girl. My daddy said what?
You walk in the front door
Hey.
and are face to face with Blaine, two of his cronies, and Meg, going at it on the couch, and Chad sitting cross-legged on the ottoman, typing away.
Mab takes a big sigh and goes, "Move over," and like squeezes her way in.
Are you joining them for sex, or are you sitting on the couch?
I'm joining
Alright,
them for sex.
Is that
More the
consensual
merrier.
among the two of you?
Here.
I'm having a bad
Yes.
day. Let me
Yes,
in.
all of you?
Yes.
Mab just looks at the group and goes, fine, and goes, Mab, my dear, why don't you read your sex move?
Oh, it's actually fairly tame. If I'm lying naked with another, I can ask them for a promise, and if they refuse, I take 2 strings on them.
So you get a promise for each of them.
Each
What promise
one?
do you... Yeah, what promise do you ask of Blaine?
To never ignore me.
Then you agree to that promise?
I feel like there's a long line, but of course not. I agree. How could I ever ignore you?
Especially since you're now one of them.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Shannon, I would
One of
greatly
us.
suggest that you write down the promise that Blaine put because you are Fae. That might come in handy later.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Promises.
It's-
Promises. What?
Oh,
And-
wow.
Thank you for the raid! Thank you,
Hey.
Ruby! Welcome to the shit show. We just got done with an orgy. Not us.
The middle
or
of it, kind of.
characters. I should-
Not us personally.
Not us. We did not have one.
Mhm.
Anyway,
All right,
what
Chaos After
promise? What promise do you ask of Meg?
What does one ask a promise of a witch?
Would it help if I also included the fact that I now have a token on you?
Yes.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that
Please
token is
don't
yet. We can decide that
Ever
in a
curse
second.
me.
Well, I would. Yeah. Don't wish me harm. Don't hate me.
Okay, girl. That sounds good to me. All right.
So Meg has promised
Mhm.
not to bring you harm.
Hmm.
You also get 2 promises of the lackeys.
I kind of feel like I just primarily focused on Blaine and Meg.
On those 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck that.
That makes
Fuck those
sense.
boys.
Yeah.
Meg, why don't you read your sex move?
So my sex move is after sex I can take a sympathetic token from them. They know about it and it is cool. So,
Alright. So you now have another
Um,
sympathetic token from Blaine and a new one from Mab.
mhm.
What have you taken?
Yes. It's not hair this time.
Good.
I think it's gonna be an item of jewelry of some kind.
Ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
A
don't.
ring.
I will give you a friendship bracelet.
Oh my
Aw.
God.
That's precious.
Yes,
That's
please.
fucking precious.
I'm so proud of my little click.
Speaking of, Blaine, your sex move.
My sex move. When you have sex with someone, they gain the condition one of them. While the condition remains, they count as a part of your gang.
Alright, so
One of
Mab
us.
is now one of them. Make sure anyone who's keeping track of conditions writes that down, because you can use it against Mab if you so wish. Mab, if you ever want to get rid of that, remember that you have to just act directly against it, meaning you probably have to stand up to Blaine in some way, shape, or form, telling him directly no. As you guys are kind of gathering yourselves, we'll put it that way.
Your face without the.
I was like, I was trying to think of a word. Marshall comes downstairs. He seemingly just does not care about what just happened in the living room, though I'm sure the smell of sex permeates the air.
Let 'em watch.
He beelines from upstairs with a box of things and makes his way straight into his office. Avery, have you
Yeah.
left anything in your room that could So tell Marshall that you are not quite a human.
I mean, Avery checks out library books, but considering that they're library books, it's probably not anything too weird.
Okay.
The weirdest
Trouble.
thing they have is the one they have in their hands.
Yeah, and that's in your hands. Trouble, what about you? Have you left anything in your room?
The only thing that would be in my room would be in my bag, the outfit of Clay, so just normal clothes, and the outfit of Mab.
Okay. Clay, have you left anything in your room that would tell Marshall you're not quite human?
Oh, not quite human? No, but he probably would get mad at all the rappers up there because we're not supposed to have food in our room.
Fair.
Looking like under my kid's bed.
Yeah.
Blaine,
Yeah.
have you left anything in your room that would tell Marshall you're not quite human?
Of course not.
The way you said that. Matt, have you left anything in your room that would tell Marshall you're not quite human?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Meg, what about you?
I feel like I probably did, but I don't know what. And I like
Something.
I have no
Do you have a
clue
grimoire?
what it would be.
Oh yeah, do you have a grimoire?
Huh. Probably, but like.
Is it the grimoire you wrote your fan fiction in?
Hey.
But
And your list
Yeah.
of people you'd sex?
Oh,
I don't know, that seems pretty
Yeah.
human to me.
that
And
is
it are
very
also
human,
spells,
though.
like
typical.
demon
Actually-
spells.
So that was under my bed when
Um,
I was a teenager, but I,
well,
the demon
okay.
spells and stuff.
My thought behind it, and this is going to sound silly, but like under the origin section, the one that I had wanted to select kind of was Tumblr. In
Correct.
terms of origin, because that's just fun. So I had presumed that it might have been that's just a document on either the phone or the laptop. I do not know if there's like anything else, like just a weird occult thing just sort of around. I don't know that it'll fully give the sign of not human, but there's something.
Some suspicious.
Maybe like a wand and a couple like half burnt candles that just seem like okay, but also like that'll give the hint of like, okay, maybe there's something to this given the context of the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But also like, I don't know, maybe the kid's just weird. I don't fucking know.
As you all, I assume, make your way back up to your room. Your rooms have been tossed unceremoniously and have not been put back together. All drugs, drug paraphernalia, condoms, anything that could be uncouth is gone. All of your computers' histories have been wiped and put a password on. All of the things that you have that could quite suggest you're not quite human, so mainly Meg, are gone.
Wait, Mab's outfit is gone?
Yep. And so is Clay's.
My collection of fantasy porn.
Yep, your collection of fantasy porn gone.
Did
It's
anything
okay,
happen
honey. We'll write new ones together.
Did anything happen to what? Beast?
to the beds?
Yes. The mattresses have been like taken off and they're like
Well, I
that
mean, the
stupid like
frame.
frames? No.
So first thing he's gonna like look around and be like, and then like get wide eyed and then like run and kind of power slide to his bed, and he's gonna like go. He's gonna lift up the frame, which isn't hard for him. And you know how like the bed frames have like those little rubber feet on them? He's gonna pop one off, and he's gonna like pull it out, and you see like some Slim Jims in there, and he's just.
That
By
is
the way-
like straight up heavyweight shit from that movie.
By the way,
Yes.
Wait.
Trouble?
I need you to like roll to turn Trouble on accidentally. Just
Roll
like
for
slide.
accidental turn on.
Just slide and
Honestly.
Oh, the muscle. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it wasn't like 2 arms either. He just literally grabbed the bed and was like,
I mean,
Huh?
come on.
"Oh, okay."
Look at the material.
All right, roll with hot.
Let me.
Mm.
Oh my goodness! I should probably join the rolling.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Mm.
I'm joining it now. And you say roll for hot.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hot. All right. That's gonna be a good one. This play is just all about that hot. So he rolled a 7.
All right. On a 7 to 9, Trouble can give you a string, give himself to you, promise you something that he thinks he wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
I mean, automatic string to Clay, because I mean, obviously Trouble's not going to get what he wants, but he's just gonna like sidle up to the back of Clay, just like start rubbing his back, and he's just like, "You are the greatest specimen of man that has ever existed in the history of all mankind."
Meow.
I mean, it's just Slim Jim. You can have one.
Oh, Clay.
I
was the-
love
It
him.
was the lifting of the bed, dear, because I just
Oh.
imagine you lifting me like that, and
Yeah, it's not heavy, and he's just gonna like lift it a couple more times. Just, see, it's pretty easy.
Could you just,
like
like,
with
lift-
you on his back,
just wait, could you just lift me like that just a couple of times?
Sure.
I-
And he's just gonna like, he's just gonna kind of like put a hand kind of like around your waist, like from the side, and he's just gonna kind of like lift you and be like this.
Oh, this is everything I've wanted in life. Just a couple of reps, please.
Why do I feel personally attacked by Trouble?
Poor Clay. Poor
I think
Clay.
we
He's
all
gonna
do.
this a couple times, and then being the pure innocent soul he is, he's like, and like start making Trouble fly.
Oh, Joe's an airplane. Clay, I really need you to roll to shut someone down at this point because we have just lost boner at this point.
Well, he's not making sounds. He's just like,
Oh, I thought it was making airplane sounds.
no.
Okay.
He's just like,
Like,
just going just like,
so have you ever just been so stupidly enamored with somebody that you just go with whatever dumb thing is going on in their
Yes.
head? I'm certain many of us have been on that wavelength before. And like Trouble just like airplanes out is just like, this is I am being lifted by this man. This is all that I need. Like, he doesn't have to have sex with me right now. It's fine. One day he will marry me. I'm
I get
deluded,
it.
people, okay?
Move and
We're gonna
vibe.
switch away from that scene. Blaine, when you go back to your room, all 3 of your cronies recognize that their shit has been messed with too. Sans Chad's computer since he was on it. But all drugs of theirs have been taken. All, like, anything sex related in your room, because I'm sure you have a lot of it, has been taken. And they are, if they could, show genuine emotion outside of just like blank robotic, they'd be pissed.
Anything missing that you simply can't live without?
And Chad just has his like laptop clutched to his chest in almost horror, like at the idea that it could have been wiped. That fear. Like, oh my god, my baby. Veronica looks around and just kind of is taking like very diligent notes about everything that has been taken and is like listing them off in alphabetical order where she is. And like hands you the list of everything that has been removed from your
Time to make an example. Todd, load up every electronic in this room, put it in a trash bag, and go throw it in the dumpster in front of our wonderful caretaker.
Chad looks horrified. Chad's like, I can bring it back. I can like reload. Please don't do that.
Do it. Chad, order all brand new equipment.
And like immediately
Work.
back on his computer. Todd grabs all of your electronics and makes a big show of like dragging it down the stairs of like thump, 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 and bringing it, chucking it in the dumpster that is right outside where Marshall's window is, so he can see it.
Thing dipshit Marshall's never heard of the cloud.
Marshall has not heard of the cloud. My lovely three in the other room, Avery, Mav, and Meg, what are you guys doing? You've now realized all your shit is gone.
Avery started cleaning up, like Quentin's voice ringing through their head, but he's just like flopped on a pile of clothes now and is just like,
This is really dumb. So, why don't we just... Oh, go ahead. What? Sorry.
Ooh, girl, I'm mad. Ooh, girl, I'm mad as hell. Do you see this shit?
Yeah.
And he didn't even consider, like, cleaning up any of this. All we have here is all this bullshit that we now have to go back and clean again because you know this bitch gonna be up tomorrow morning. Like, oh my god, why is it such a mess in here? You know he finna do that shit. And I'm mad. I'm mad as fuck.
What are we supposed to do, too? Like, just flipped over the mattress? Who flips over mattresses? Crazy people, that's who. I think we should go get our stuff back.
Honestly, I think you right. I think you absolutely right.
Got me all riled up.
You want to engage in some wild shit?
Avery, you know that
Avery's trying to log into their laptop.
You know that stealing is wrong, right?
Yeah, so why are you even bothering to ask me?
I'm not. I'm just saying that stealing is wrong, and since Marshall has stolen our stuff, the only right thing to do is to get it back.
And stole your password, apparently.
Look, I'm...
Cutting us off from the world is abuse, Avery.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I didn't think of it like that.
You don't deserve that. None of us deserve that. That's messed up.
Matt, why don't you roll to turn Avery on?
Maybe you'll have more luck.
No one can turn Avery on in this game.
Oh, it's like I would not be turned on by anyone.
No touchy.
Peer pressure, god damn it. I had 12 there? Is that that's right?
Hey. That's a heavy success. Avery, she's making a good point.
I mean, I was gonna argue that, like, legally, like, he's allowed to search and seizure. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of, like, something going on there, but, like,
that's
yeah,
against the Constitution, actually.
I'm not gonna argue with you about that. But, yeah, like, yeah, I'm kind of mad about my password, so I guess I could go help you talk to him, but I'm not gonna steal anything back.
Well, what's the point of talking to him? You think he's just gonna give it back to us?
Maybe if you ask nice. He seems
Mav
really
points
stressed.
at like the flipped over mattresses and the bookshelf that's been completely demolished and like
Does this
the
look
laptop.
like it'll respond to nice?
Well, to be fair, that may not, like, can you imagine Marshall flipping a mattress? Because I can't.
Well, there was no one else up here unless he had hired somebody to flip mattresses.
Which is gross, actually, if he did that, to be honest.
I thought the cops were helping him go through the bedrooms.
I thought the cops left.
The cops left. It was Marshall.
Oh, it was all Marshall.
It was just Marshall.
Yeah.
He went cray-cray, destroyed our stuff, stole it. Clearly, he is not in his right mind, and it is our responsibility to procure our items back.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right thing to do.
Okay, I'll try, but like, I'll try.
Are you bringing anyone else in on this plan, or is it?
I think we should.
All right, off you go to other doors to solicit help.
As you walk out,
yeah.
Blaine is leaning against the wall. Says, "Do you want to be a part of my example?"
Of your example?
I'm assuming some of your electronics were fucked with.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, we're taking a tally and putting in a new order for brand new ones, and then we're gonna go smash the rest of them downstairs with a hammer in front of our good friend Marshall.
That sounds like fun. But we were kind of
distraction.
Ooh. I knew I gave you my friendship bracelet for a reason. You can do that.
Girl.
Yeah, the reason was sex, ma'am.
Stop trivializing it, okay? There's more to it. There's layers. We have layers.
Like an onion.
It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
We are friends with benefits.
Sex
There are
bracelet.
things together. The benefit is great brain, totally devious.
Are you really gonna smash up the computers?
They're
Yes.
their computers.
Yes, we
Well,
are.
why don't you just factory reset them and donate them to children in need? I'm sure there's some children in need somewhere.
Oh my god.
Why the fuck would I do that when I could make an example? What is wrong with you? I was just trying to look out for
Blaine,
my
why don't you
own
roll
over
shut someone
here.
down?
It's wasteful.
So anyway, we're gonna go and get our stuff back, but
And-
I highly suggest you do the things that you want to do as well, because you know, in a friendship, in a
So-
household, in a family, everyone should have their own individual interests.
See, I have this thing about my close people not having old equipment, but if you really want to stick with your shitty old computer and not take my brand new one, that's cool too. I will create a distraction.
Oh no, honey, you can create a distraction and get me a new laptop.
Work.
Trouble and
yes,
Clay,
indeed.
you hear these conversations beginning to happen outside of your door as well, if you wish to go out.
And I like reluctantly ask Clay to put me down. And then I hug him really tightly. And just say, let's go see what nonsense they're about to get into. Just stepping outside. Oh, actually, I said to everyone, did Marshall tell you what all this was about? Because he said he would tell me, and I haven't heard from him yet.
Nope.
In
You'll be
fact,
okay.
I think smashing the computers would make him more anxious and panicky, so like maybe wait.
Are we doing a
That
demonstration?
sounds like a Marshall problem. Yes, we're gonna go down and smash all of our electronics. Do you need a new one?
I mean, obviously, but I needed one quick thing real fast. Just one quick thing. Let me start and get out what he did all this for, and then do the demonstration, and let's see if we can't get some of our stuff back.
Okay, so Trouble does the talkie while Blaine, you get the smashy going, while Megan, Avery, and I get the grabby going. Not on each other. Right now.
Later.
On our stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're such
Why
a good
would you agree to
team,
go that
guys.
way?
I love you.
I,
Yeah,
I didn't agree to this.
He
I
stole
did
a
not
bag of
agree
my
to this.
clothes, Avery, and I know
You
that you
did.
know. Oh, by the way, everyone, Avery can walk through walls.
No!
Convenient to get our stuff back.
No! No! No!
Avery.
Avery, why don't you roll to shut Trouble down and see if people believe him?
Oh, I want to so bad.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Let me believe
Shut
him.
down is cold.
Yeah, shut down is cold.
That's gonna be a 7.
Okay, on a partial success,
I will use a
You can-
string to make it a 6.
that is a failure.
Experience.
Yeah, you get experience,
Ah.
which they do not believe any. Trouble is believed over you.
So, I mean, Avery could just like do, boop, get our stuff back, and then. I mean, after all, Avery, he did steal from us.
Avery,
Mm,
I will
what?
make you a deal. If you do this for us, I will help you go do the beach cleanup thing you keep bugging me to do. You know, cleaning up the little things so they don't like choke out the ducks and shit. I would do that for you.
Choke out ducks and
And
shit.
I will go to that as well.
Oh my gosh, how many fucking ducks can we save now with all of us?
And I will not. And I go downstairs with my hammer.
Where did you get a hammer, bitch?
I went and grabbed it out the utility closet, bitch.
Who doesn't have a hammer?
So the whole time you guys are doing all this talking, you just hear and if anybody looks in the room, they see Clay in there moving all the beds back, like his and
Aw.
Trouble's bed back, and like picking up the mattresses and like putting the room back together best he can.
Trouble just like this
Aw.
one last look. I'm like, ugh,
Clay,
love him.
I just want to straight up give play everything, just everything. Like that's just
I mean, everything being, the jock strap, the thong.
precisely just all of it.
The sex friendship bracelet.
It's like, take everything. Just, ugh.
You are
All
the
right.
best. You are great.
So Mab and Meg, I appreciate that you want to try and bribe me to do things for you, but I think we should try talking first.
Well, I think we
Okay.
should roll hot to
What
turn you
can I
on and see if
do?
you agree. I think they should roll hot.
Ooh,
Go ahead,
yeah.
Mab
Alright.
and Meg. Both of you roll hot because they're two technically different things.
Okay. Mhm.
Oh no! I got a 4.
Can I? For
Choking
that,
out ducks, not the thing that Avery was worried about.
can I try
Better
a
than choking your
different
chicken.
tactic?
Yeah, you want to try a different tactic? Sure.
Okay, so Avery, so you remember how I saved that kid earlier, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
One
hard to
who's-
forget.
Now awake and breathing and all of that.
Well, I mean, it did kind of look like he was panicked, and anyway.
Mhm. That can change very, very quickly. All I really need you to do
So
is
hold-
open the door. That's all. All I
Wow.
need you to do is open the door.
Meg, roll sadistic bitch, which is cold.
Yes, please.
Meg is,
I
Mab is uncomfortable.
I'm going to. Oh, I don't need to give a plus.
Successful. Jesus Christ, it is. That is 12.
Damn!
That's a pretty heavy threat.
Why are the threats the ones?
She meant what she said.
Yeah,
she
she
said
did.
what she said.
She did indeed.
Tamisha, Imran
Darling
is coming for
Avery.
you.
Avery.
Avery wants to
Darling
clap
Avery.
back, but I don't know if they're constitutionally able, so...
I don't know if you are either.
I feel like we're a bit gagged at the moment. That was like
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot.
Both in game and real life.
bewitched, bothered,
Darling.
and bewildered.
she went there now.
Someone clip that, please. Clip that.
Are you...
That
Darling,
could change.
Meg, are you...
darling Avery, please
Are you
think of the children.
negotiate with terrorists? Are you really holding this kid's life over whether I decide to do this or not?
I'm
Avery,
so
why don't
proud.
you roll to keep your cool?
Huh?
I want Avery
No.
to roll to keep
No.
their cool.
No, that's a 3.
No? Okay, Avery, you cannot keep your cool.
Wow.
Avery starts crying.
Oh,
Meg,
look what
are you-
look what you did, Meg.
Are you really... You're really gonna hurt this kid if I don't do it?
I don't know if it's so much hurt the kid as undo the unhurting, but yes.
Um. Okay. One time. I can do
All
this
you
one
have to do
time.
is open the door. That is literally all I need you to do.
I go
Open
in
the door.
and I open. Okay, but well, Marshall's not in there.
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna be the distraction.
Okay.
And then when
Open
he's
them
not
out.
distracting, the sheer carnage of technology will be the distraction.
You just hear Blaine downstairs like whistling as he's walking towards the
So while you work,
And
exactly.
you will know, darling, that you have saved a child.
I don't like it, but I'll do it.
And I will help on the cleanup, fine.
Aw, see? At the end of all of this, we're gonna save some ducks.
And
I'd rather
apparently
save
part
a
of my
kid's
soul.
life than some ducks. I'm just gonna put that out
I'm
there.
just saying both. Twofer.
Super, yeah.
Both is better
It's
than
not
none.
making me feel better.
Alright. Downstairs you all go. Sam's Clay, who's fixing the room.
I knock on.
Knock on the door. You hear like
While you're at it, please, thanks.
you hear like ka-thunk, ka-thunk, like from the room, things like being moved and about. And Marshall opens the door. His normal kind of very polished-ish demeanor. His hair is completely disheveled. He is covered in sweat. His sleeves are rolled up on his flannel. He looks like he has been doing a lot in that room. Trouble. Sorry, I don't have time right now, and I know I shouldn't say that to people who need my help, but unfortunately I'm dealing with some things.
I just came to talk to you since you're out of our rooms, and you told me that you would inform me what everything was about because things seem to be a bit dire. So why don't we come out here and have a conversation so that all the stuff in your room gets left alone? Come on over to our chair. Let's have a sit. Let's have a talk. I'll grab some tea. We can calm down.
And he like looks back in his room and like does a quick like once over of everything that's in there. He's like, "You're right. I should probably take a break anyway." And then closes the door. It locks behind him, like the little beep beep on the pad, and he sits down in his chair, like his recliner. Just puts the legs up, and you can tell like he's disheveled and tired and stressed, and just something has happened, and he is not okay.
I will just like go grab a quick cup of tea before Blaine starts his nonsense and give it to him and just like calm his nerves. I'll just massage his shoulders. I'm like, Marshall, you work too hard. Tell me what's wrong. What happened today? What started all this?
Why don't you roll to turn him? And you'll get a +1 forward since he did promise to tell you.
11.
He kind of pauses and looks around, making sure that like no one else is. And he like pats the like chair next to him, not his chair, but the chair next to him, because it is inappropriate for you to be sitting in the same chair, of course.
Of course, but I'll pull up very closely and just like lean on his arm rest.
I unfortunately heard some very troubling news from one of your housemates and had to make sure any threat to you children or the outside world was taken care of.
A threat from someone here?
Unfortunately, yeah.
What?
Don't worry, you're safe. It's not anything to be concerned of. I believe I've taken care of the problem.
But who was the one who said this, and what did they say? Like, I think we should know.
I know how you kids work, and I don't want to get that child in trouble. I'm not saying that you would necessarily, be mean to them, but just in case, I'd rather make sure everyone's on the up and up.
Marshall, you have my sincerest and utmost word that this conversation will stay between the two of us. I want this relationship to go well. I believe that you could be a positive influence on my life.
Roll to turn him on with a +1, because you got them words, positive influence. You got to speak to him.
7.
Open work.
So, let's see. You can take a string on him.
Okay.
And he'll kind of... I really don't think that's a great idea. Just know, like I said, everything's taken care of. You should be hunky-dory. And if things, if things seem off, let me know.
Okay, I understand. But you said that the tip came from someone who lives here or from someone outside?
Here. Luckily, the whole come to me if there's ever an issue kind of thing. Tip came from someone here.
Okay.
As you're having this conversation, we hear ka-thunk, thud, crash from good old happy Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs outside, breaking a lot of shit. And you see Marshall kind of like get ready to like stand up and go check out what that is.
And I just like pat his hand and I just say, "I'm very sorry for what you're about to deal with," and walk away.
Go. Avery, Mab, Meg.
Triple M. Wait, ma'am. We could be ma'am together.
Ma'am.
Aww.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
The cat says.
Ma'am.
Anyway.
What are you three doing?
Breaking the fuck in.
Avery is just still leaking a little bit. Just get me the signal.
Go.
The signal I'm imagining was the wild noises and the up and the move.
Yeah, probably.
So upon seeing that, and we're like on the stairs, sort of like I know I'm imagining that
waiting.
they're like, where, I don't know. Okay, so wherever they just were, I was sort of imagining that there was like a door and there were like stairs adjacent to the door. We're standing next to the stairs.
Yeah.
And so we see, so then we see him run by, right?
Yep.
That's the signal. It's like, okay. Go.
And you turn around and Avery is already walking through the stairs.
Avery has phased through.
Mm.
As you guys stand and wait for Avery to unlock the door, you hear the front door, and you see Marshall just kind of like pause from where he was and then going to turn to the front door. As he opens up the front door, two individuals are standing there, a man and a woman, looking very similar to one Timothy Rubble. There's hushed conversations, and you see Marshall quickly kind of like usher the two adults in and just go, Timothy? Very obviously, he knows you don't like being called that, but your parents are standing right there, Trouble. Your parents are here to take you into town for a short while, and return you later this evening, or later tomorrow morning, I believe, provided things go well.
Mother, father, I'll be...
And it's these two, like, they are plastic as plastic can be, like literally not a blemish on their face. Your mother is wearing like a designer dress. Your father is in a very well-pressed suit. And they have like this very eerily like kind of like perfect, pristine little smile on their face as they're waiting for their son.
I go grab my stuff very quickly and just... I look at Clay Raven Moonleaf and I just say, I shouldn't be long. And... walk very silently to my parents, just like cold anger on my face.
Your father kind of puts a hand on your back in between your shoulders and like begins to lead you death march style towards the car. Your mother stays back for a moment and just to Marshall, and they head out the door. You are loaded quickly into a very pristine like black BMW, and you take off down the driveway. Avery, you move into Marshall's office, and we'll find out what is in Marshall's office next time on Misguided Souls. Thank you for that wonderful ability to leave that cliffhanger. Thank you, everyone, for watching this shit show with my lovely, lovely beings. I had so much fun, and I hope everyone did too. We're going to go around the table, introduce ourselves, say one thing that we really liked about the session, because I'm stealing that from Ty, and where we can find you on the internet. Let's start with the one who won't be with us next week, one Timothy Rubble. Or next time, because it's not next week.
I am Barty Time. Next session I will be in France. So
Oh yeah.
Oh la la.
I will be getting my Monster Heart freakiness on across the globe.
Oh. My.
Spreading that seed.
D?
Oh.
Me ever again.
Wait.
Say them all the time.
But I'm Barty Time. I was Timothy Rubble, also known as Trouble, and I had a fabulous time tonight. I think probably my absolute favorite moment would just be the Applebee's of honesty moment.
Yeah, Applebee's of honesty.
Listen, you go to Applebee's and you just tell people things, apparently. So that was my favorite moment. And you can find me at Barty_time on Twitter. Sometimes I stream here, Barty_time. Currently trying to stream Tales of Arise. It's a very long game, but I'm having so much fun. So yeah, that's where you can check me out. And I can talk about this now. Big B's JV and I are going to be on an upcoming really big Pro Bender podcast as we bring out #Tempest Unagi to just take it all the way to the finals and win. So yeah.
Those big Avatar fans out there.
Oh,
Tempest
yeah.
Unagi's going to win it all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
We
am
have to come up with a sign. I thought we'd do like
catching up.
this, like Tempest Tunaki.
I am.
Down.
I
What
am
are
still
you,
catching
Cobra
up.
Kai?
I'm
Yeah.
still watching Legend of Korra for the first time. This is going to be quite fun. Anyway,
There you go.
that will be
All
great.
right. Moving down or up the line, one Nora.
Hi, my name is Nora, aka Azedadine. You can find me here every month with my best trash teen crew. And when it's not the off week, you can find me on Sparrows on this very same channel, playing the Space Mom, Clarion Bell. And when I'm not streaming, I'm podcasting with the awesome Cornfields and Kobolds crew, many of whom are in the audience tonight. Hey,
Thank you.
babies. And my favorite, honestly, it's just Mab having a cigarette and a cry, because that's relatable.
God, what a mood. Oh my God.
Mab
Yes.
is a mood. With a beret and a set, all of a sudden just rains in the one spot where Mab is, of course.
Right. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Nora. Moving on to Shannon. Speaking of Mab's having a cigarette and a cry.
That's right. Yeah, I'm Shannon, Glitzen Gamer. You can find me here on Roll for Chaos on Thursdays. We do the normal Thursdays.
Are you telling us not normal?
Yeah, it's pretty much
It's
not
fair.
normal at all.
It's supernatural. Duh.
It's supernatural, yes. Super not normal. But yeah, and then Tuesdays, Stephen and I do Roll for Chaos or Roll Charisma, at our talk show that we do, which is super fun. And I might be involved in a puppet show D&D coming up soon, so watch out for more information about that. I'm quite excited, on another channel. And my favorite part is bitch saying that could change. I mean, that was like even Mab was like, damn, like that was intense, but my favorite moment. So well done. You're scary as fuck, Meg.
Real hot girl shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I was gonna say speaking of scary as fuck, but then realized it's our resident Sasquatch sweet boy, so that's not true at all. Big Bees.
Hello, Big B's here. I am here on this wondiferous channel once a month with these beautiful, crazy folks. I am here also every Monday with the glorious Ty Burris doing our Ty and B's Power Hour. And I guess to really go down quick, because I got a lot of stuff going right now. I have Jesus, man. I have the Bender thing.
You have
I have
Jesus.
Yes, I have Jesus.
Have Jesus in your life.
More than I do.
I have the Bender. I have a Bender contest coming up. I have a small mini series coming up on the One Shot Network. More details with that. I've got like 15 projects that are in the works that I'm trying to get together. The Critical Bowl thing is almost done being edited, so yeah, a lot of stuff in the works.
You also have a Masks game on this channel.
Yes, I do. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Fantastic.
Saturday. It's been pushed back a week for sanity reasons.
To give y'all the good quality of the good stuff. But yeah, just keep an eye on my Twitter, and I'll post that shit all the time.
He's doing all the things. Moving on to the character that I think scares us all, JV, Meg.
Hey, I threatened multiple people today. Woo!
Yay!
Oh boy, the unhinged nature of this game is so much fun. I, JV, can be found at Red Black Golden pretty much everywhere. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know what the hell I have going on, save for the pro bending podcast bit that is coming up, mainly due to the fact that I sanity-wise, like, I have a bunch of things that are just generally happening, and I will scream about them on Twitter, which is the best way to find out about them, which again is at Red Black Golden, as previously stated. I do read people's tarot cards. More episodes will be coming out for that. There'll be an episode out, I believe, tomorrow. So you can listen to those at JV_reads on Twitter. JV reads the T. That's just the letter T. .com for the actual show. And like, that's it right now.
Listen,
For
we can't all
mental
be
health
bees and spread
reasons.
ourselves, spread
Oh
ourselves
no, I'm
thin,
spread
so.
thin as hell. I
Okay,
work
well.
4 jobs. I'm very tired.
Jesus. Jesus. Yeah.
I am
okay.
very tired and do a lot of things. But you know what? It's all fun and creative and good. And I will also
Yay.
shout out a bunch of just other creators on my Twitter that are doing things that are consumable by others. So please
Yay.
look at those there and find more things to enjoy.
Hell yeah. And I think speaking of doing a lot of things or a lot of people would be Blaine. Steven?
Well, you know, gonna spread that seed around. Ew.
So nasty. Stop.
Hello, everyone.
Steven, I'm proud of
I-
you. You didn't use your one daddy.
I did not. I didn't. I used it pre-game.
You have rollover daddies then?
No,
So
there are no rollover daddies.
Use it or lose it.
Right, there are.
Roll
Oh,
over
Where's the merch for
daddy.
that?
Roll over,
Sherry?
daddy. Roll
I want
over.
that shirt.
I was about to make a terrible joke about your husband.
Woo! Any whoozin'. I am Steven, El Deviant Devil. You can catch me, what Shannon said, Tuesdays doing Roll Charisma, co-hosting that with her. Thursdays, doing Dreams of Silver and Stone. And then on off Thursdays, doing this. That's it right now, but I've got some other things in the works. Favorite part this evening? Well, besides Meg constantly threatening everyone and blackmailing them over a child's coma status, would also have been when Trouble was being dick back to the cop and putting her in her place, because that's something that I would like to do in real life sometimes. Not that I ever have issues with the police or anything, because I don't. I'm boring and vanilla, but whatever.
You know, you can just lie, okay? You can just
Because I'm a badass motherfucker and I hate
There we
those pigs. There we go. Got it.
1000%.
Alright.
That was also my absolute favorite thing.
Yeah, it's so good.
I didn't state my other favorite, which was Clay just existing and
Just Clay.
simply existing.
We have two very strong bean characters, and I don't know if their purity will outlast the hell that the other 4 of you are.
Well,
Not
if
if I
you
have
keep
anything to say about it.
blackmailing me with kids' deaths,
Also,
I'm
what did
so
I
sorry
do?
for that, by the way. My
You
God.
are
no,
not.
it's all good. It's all good.
You are not.
I JV
Oh,
am
that-
personally sorry for that.
Sure can.
Oh,
JD
God.
did warn us pre-game that, shit was
Yeah.
about to go down, so we were given warning.
Mhm.
You know what? I didn't realize what unhinged meant, and now I do, and
Yeah.
We were ready for it.
This
Anyway,
is JV unhinged. I like the.
Yes.
hello
there's your
everyone.
podcast.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Hello everyone, I am Anna, I'm Sanctum Cosplays, I am your caretaker of this game, and boy am I glad that I was allowed to run this game on this channel. My only regret is that we cannot do it weekly, because Lord, once a month is not enough for this. You can catch me here every Thursday, whether it be running this game or being my own personal little bitch, Kiara, in Dreams of Silver and Stone, but she is on her redemption arc, hopefully. She did just jump off a bridge and break her leg and her arm, but that's okay. She's on a redemption arc. We're learning, we're growing.
Fine.
We're learning, we're growing. It's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't have anything else to plug, but if you want to put me in your games or your podcast, reach out to me at Sanctum Cosplays on Twitter. I would love to do that. Thank you. Yeah. Join us next week, starting on Monday, for our full week of content, and then joining us in a month I think it's a month and a week kind of thing, for our next episode. If you want to, drop a follow, drop a subscribe before we go. That would be great. And thank you again, everyone, for watching and joining us on this, whatever the fuck this was, unhinged
Wild
episode.
Wild.
Unhinged episode of Misguided.
You're supposed to keep it feral in Monster Hearts, and this was feral,
That's true.
everyone.
Keep it feral. All right, guys. Thank you so much. 40 seconds? We're out in 40 seconds.
We're
What
vamping.
kind of bullshit
vamping.
is 40 seconds?
We have
I
40
think
seconds
we're
to
gonna,
harmonize.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.